Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ring Post Radio, the only podcast that comes at you live Tuesday nights. That's right. We're the only podcast that's doing it. I'm sure, I actually genuinely don't know if there's any other podcast that does it. I'm sure it exists. There's a billion podcasts, Scotty, so I imagine that has to exist somewhere in some facet. I'm your host, Ryan Knightsey, and with me, as always, officially starting off our Tuesday night delight, Scotty Edwards. Scotty, how are you doing on this fine Tuesday night?
I'm getting used to Tuesday nights and now making this part of the routine. Gonna take a while.
Did you have any freakouts or anything on Sunday like I did, where
I
your
had
body was
freedom.
like, I should be doing something?
I had freedom.
Sure.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Sunday I was busy and had a full day of activity, and I was like, this feels weird. I was also I don't know. It was weird though. See, I'm
God, he's
choking.
dying.
I
Scotty.
never choked on Sundays. I never choked on Sundays, but here I am choking on a Tuesday. I have no idea what we're talking about today.
Love going up, choking on a Tuesday. Here we go. You say that, but you put together the run sheet, basically. And then, obviously, TNA granted us some breaking news.
For what it's worth, I didn't put together a run sheet. I just put together a graphic with things that we may talk about.
Tomato.
Because I was like, I have to make that. I don't have time today. And that was it.
Well, obviously, we're officially starting off on Tuesday here, Ring Post Radio Live.
Have you ever done this? What?
Well, I didn't do that because on the mobile version, it's real bad.
I'm here to say it. The mobile version sucks.
I think maybe we disband the mobile version.
You can edit that to fix that eventually. Wait a minute. Hold on.
If Scotty figures it out.
Ah! Look at that.
Oh, Scotty, too hotty over here. He's figured out the mobile version.
Thank you.
Even though we're a professional operation, we this is improv, baby.
This has never been a professional operation. Do not lie.
So we're starting here off for the first time ever on Tuesday. So
that's not true. This is not the first time we've ever been on a Tuesday.
That's true. Well, on the official new scheduling,
Yeah.
So we appreciate everyone that's been sort of with us here. Sorry for everybody that we threw off your usual Sunday morning schedules to provide you listeners.
I do know people that usually listen to us as the day goes on a Sunday or a Monday. Yeah. So we have delayed that big time for people.
Yes, and we obviously apologize. But look, our schedules got in the way.
I did not apologize. Don't put words
on behalf of Scotty. Should I say?
I'm just happy to be here.
Indubitably apologize for the disturbance this Tuesday to your Sunday morn. There, I got to get the Sunday morning there.
I don't even know what I was going to say. Just get on with the show. This is about as on point of a start we could have had for this.
I agree. So we're starting on Tuesday. We appreciate everybody. We understand that, obviously if there's any disturbance, we apologize in that regard. But at the end of the day, look, this is the new schedule. Get used to it. And honestly, Scotty, it worked out great for us because we got breaking news about a brand new Smackin' TV deal from TNA this morning or this afternoon, really, actually. So that kind of worked out quite well for us. TNA is back in the talking points of Ring Post Radio.
This is total nonstop Ryan's.
Total nonstop Ryan is back. Raise the roof, everybody. So we got a good amount of things to discuss, I guess. Obviously, Survivor Series.
Let's start with TNA.
Should we? I'll give you the rundown first. We're gonna do Survivor
Series.
Start
with the A brand, baby.
We're gonna do Ring of Honor Final Battle, and of course, we gotta discuss TNA.
I would argue none of those are A brands, by the way.
Well, look, Scotty. It's A brand for the AMC channel, and it's going to be the brand new number 2. We'll discuss that momentarily.
I have so many thoughts about this, and the number one that came to my mind was AMC used to be a channel that would have Breaking Bad on it, one of the greatest TV shows of all time, and now it has TNA wrestling on it. Holy shit! What a colossal fall from grace.
It used to have Walking Dead, and it still has Walking Dead, but not the original show.
Still has Walking Dead.
What is that new Vince Gilligan show on? You know what I'm talking about? Pluribus?
That's on Apple TV.
Oh, okay.
Plus.
Are you gonna watch the show? Have you heard anything about the show?
I've heard it's good.
I had a jump scare for a second. I saw that the composer, according to the Wikipedia for Pluribus, is Dave Porter. For a second there, I thought that said Dave Portnoy, and I said, "The pizza guy."
Really? He's the composer? That was a real curveball.
One musical note, everyone knows the rules. So let's start off with TNA,
That was a
which
good one.
I'm glad you made the. By the way, I'm glad you made the graphics and everything, the titles and everything. Obviously, before the TNA's news broke, because it just says Ring of Honor Final Battle, Survivor Series, other stuff.
If I put the TNA deal on here, no one would care. Okay, like
that might be fair.
So when I make the all right behind the curtain,
sure,
talking baseball, when I put these titles together, okay, I think to myself, what are our listeners going to care about?
World.
And when it leaves us with WWE and Ring of Honor, I say to myself, doesn't matter. No one's going to care either way. So I'm just going to type them like that. That's how it goes. People don't listen to our show to hear WWE praise. That's for damn sure.
Maybe certainly will get on this episode.
Maybe they arrive for the slander. Maybe that's possible.
Sure. I imagine there's a good portion of the audience.
Surely people come here for All Elite Wrestling conversation because
what's up, Freakazoids?
You have the Freakazoid on one side and me on the other. And then other than that,
I would say Joshi takes, Joshi thoughts,
sure,
Hero stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure people come here for Ryan Knightsy's Joshi takes. I'm 100% sure on that one. And they definitely want my takes on they definitely don't want my takes on AEW. Just saying. But we do it because we love it, right?
Of course.
Right? Or at least we love doing this. I don't know if I love it when it comes to Never mind. American Wrestling is actually at a high right now in terms of television money. Okay.
Yeah. It's weird because it's like a weird disjointed disassociation feel like I'm having today of like, man,
wow, that's really cool. And then you're like,
well, it's the thing of like, man, American wrestling is arguably the biggest it's ever been.
Yeah,
right.
3 companies on big TV.
Yeah, and like there's other their WWE has all of their stuff on TV now
from multi-million dollar deals.
Exactly, dollar deals, y'all. And
oh my god, he should be the TNA World Champion.
Should be. He's not doing anything else.
I have so many pitches for TNA World Champion now that this thing's on AMC. By the way, continue.
Well, who was the latest WWE guy that was let go? Surely they could be world.
No. They don't crown former people as world champions. That's not how this works. Well, who's the current world champion? Frankie Kazarian.
Yes.
Wow.
He's never worked WWE.
Hey, you. Oh, I have a great shot. Oh, I have a great joke. Tony Khan made Chris Jericho Ring of Honor to get Ring of Honor TV deal. Didn't work, but TNA makes Frankie Kazarian TNA World Champion, and that gets them a TV deal. Things to think about. He had Frankie Kazarian in the building.
Yeah. The BC was not the BC Hunter. That was Billy Gunn. I think.
Bullet Club Hunter. No, he was a Bullet Club Hunter, or he was something like that.
The Elite
Part
Hunter.
Of it?
The Elite.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
Because Billy Gunn was the Bullet Club Hunter, if I'm not mistaken. We can't besmirch his name. Can I ask a quick?
Tatsu was. Never mind.
I honestly, I thought they were a tag team called something. Just real quickly, I'm just gonna ask this real question for the video listeners. Is my shirt super busy? Scotty, you've muted yourself somehow. I think when you did the bit.
Oh, that's weird. Oh yeah, the shirt's been bothering me since you came on camera.
It would be better like every time you move. It's
no? It's hurting my eyes.
Wow. If I get you on a rant,
Ryan's gonna leave. I'm gonna rant about TNA Total Nonstop AMC, and we are gonna thank you. No, how do you? Well, yeah, let's talk about the deal, huh?
All right. So to announce today, AMC Networks and AMC Networks. Well, that's a different company. AMC Networks and TNA Wrestling announced agreement to bring TNA's flagship weekly TV show to AMC, now dubbed Thursday Night Impact. This is the press release on TNAWrestling.com. It reads as follows. AMC Networks and TNA Wrestling today announced a multi-year agreement to bring TNA's flagship wrestling show Thursday Night Impact, to AMC, TNA's new television home in the U.S. The TNA AMC partnership kicks off live from the Curtis Caldwell Center in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex on Thursday, January 15th, 2026. AMC will feature Thursday Night Impact as a 2-hour block of action-packed, TNA Wrestling action-packed, exclusively on television every Thursday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. The new TNA and AMC agreement also includes extending the weekly telecast to viewers on AMC Plus. I don't think it goes into more detail about that information for the AMC Plus part. But I believe what it is basically like, look, you air live on AMC, and then the quote unquote reruns of all. Same thing of AEW and every other TV streamer deal.
So it's live every week now?
It is, well, it doesn't quite say. The first episode will kick off live. The press release says that there will be a 2-hour block of action-packed TNA wrestling on TV 9 to 11.
That's already a lie. Continue.
Well, it's not a lie. I suspect it could be a mix.
It's not action-packed is my point.
Oh, I see. I suspect it will be a mix. Maybe it could just be that the first episode's live and the rest will be taped. But usual TNA Impact Wrestling stuff. But I would suspect some sort of mix. President Carlos Silva said, "We are super excited to bring the in-ring excitement, energy, and drama of TNA Wrestling to AMC. TNA Wrestling heads into 2026, the hottest it has ever been, with intense rivalries and a fan base that loves the TNA stars. We cannot wait."
I think you're reading a different quote.
I'm reading the quote.
Also said "Total Nonstop Ryan."
Yes, with TNA Wrestling heads, including Total Nonstop Ryan. We cannot wait to expand the TNA audience with our new partner, AMC Networks, which is such a long and storied history of serving a passionate, engaged fans across so many shows and franchises through this new media rights deal. I'm trying to see. In addition, TNA Wrestling brings back-to-back nights of live pro wrestling for the first time ever to Albuquerque, New Mexico, the home of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, on Thursday, January 22nd to 23rd. So it's a two-night, January 22nd and 23rd. I'm immediately going to pull up my calendar here. So their debut show...
They're going to go against SmackDown?
...is on the 15th. And then the next week they are playing the 22nd, 23rd. My guess here, Scotty, is exactly what I was talking about, is the 22nd will also be live. They're going to then do a taping on the 23rd up against SmackDown. So good luck, I guess. And then I believe it just goes on to say TNA Wrestling has long been recognized for its captivating characters and adrenaline pumping action. Nobody does professional wrestling like TNA.
That's true. No, hold on. That is the truest thing they've ever said. No one does pro wrestling like TNA.
I guess correct. That's right.
Look at its history.
I guess that's right.
That is correct.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that, I would say. I mean, the rest of it is a bunch of fluff about TNA and its history and whatnot. So yeah, there, Scotty, Thursday Night Impact coming in the new year. Curtis Caldwell Center going to be live. I imagine live for 2 weeks at the very least, starting out. But TNA Wrestling, Thursday Night Impact, another Monday Night Raw, Thursday Night Impact, Friday Night SmackDown, these sort of gimmicks. Talk about your thoughts on this big news, because I think we would both agree, as much as our sort of vibes and roller coaster emotions about TNA at times, I think we can both agree that, like, this is a positive for the wrestling industry to a certain degree, that like another company getting a TV deal that's a really big thing. And I think it gives this company a lot more potential with a lot more money. How much money? It's not disclosed, but it could give this company a lot more money, which would be very interesting. But ultimately, what do you think about the deal? Before we talk about maybe how we got here or what it will look like, talk about how you feel about this deal. What are your thoughts as I go change my shirt?
Well, they're number 2 now.
Yeah, immediately they're number 2.
So that's the first thing. AMC, that's a movie theater, bro. That's me. Why is your picture me? Anyways, the interesting part about TNA getting a TV deal is that this company has almost died so many times, and it's been through so many iterations from TNA to Global Force Nonstop Wrestling or whatever it was called to Impact only back to TNA. And I remember on the show we talked about them going back to TNA, getting rid of the Impact name and re-embracing a past that they had put behind them, right? So much of their rebuild over the past number of weeks, or not weeks, years before the TNA rebrand was as Impact and creating a real different company from what it used to be. Now there were still TNA isms to it, but they had mostly got off that stink. Now the stink is back, right? They took the TNA name back, and there has been plenty of stink to come with it. So I think that's one of the fascinating things is that through all the waves, through all these different things, they are now on big time television once again for the first time since Spike TV on AMC again as TNA. Ryan, you weren't here for this, but I was explaining how this company has gone through 100 names, right? Global Force, Impact, and then they bet on themselves and went back to TNA, right? And I remember at the time we talked about, we're like, it's not a bad move, but you kind of created this new identity as Impact.
Mm-hmm.
But they went back to TNA, fired Scott D'Amore, among other things. That kind of started to get them momentum. Then as they felt like they were losing momentum, they pair up with WWE. And now for the first time since what, like 2010, 2011, they're on network television, not network, cable.
I don't know about the first time but since the last time they were on Spike was in 2014. And then that's when they went to Destination America, Pop, Pursuit Channel.
So it took over a decade to get back on a big time channel like AMC, right?
For context about that, AMC is about 60 million subscribers, which currently on Access is about 30 million.
So I'll put my hand up. Did I expect TNA to get a TV deal? No. I laughed at it every single time someone said it. Access wasn't even a TV deal. That was just the company that Anthem owns.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. This is the first TV deal they've had in years. That's a big deal. No matter how we
I think that's a great point because Anthem owns Access. Them being on Access is not really having a TV deal.
No.
Like, yes, the company has a TV deal but it's just like they're working. It's basically creating free content.
Not that I would watch it, but I don't have Access TV.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even available for me. Not that I need it, but like, that's my point. AMC.
It's kind of like saying that that we have a TV deal. We have like a streaming deal with YouTube when it just uploads to our YouTube channel.
And I do touche. And I do think there's a bonus to this. I don't know if you saw this. It's also going to be on AMC Plus. Now, it's not a big service, but it's a service.
Yes. I wonder how many
just more eyes. They have. That's just more eyes. And I think that's a service that has like Mad Men, Breaking Bad, like that has their shows, their big time shows, Walking Dead, like you said. I think that's important. And while I want to sit here and laugh, and I'm gonna, don't worry, I'm gonna get around to it. It is a big appreciation. Like, look at this is the roster that got this deal. That's crazy. Like, but also like good for them, you know, like that's the other thing. It's like they earned it. At the end of the day, they earned it. This company and all the moves they've made landed them here.
So they're according to flixpatrol.com, which I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a TV thing. Obviously, it's a TV thing for Flix. AMC Plus ranks 22 with having the most subscribers. This is dated. AMC's last number, I guess, is from June of 2024. I guess they don't have 2025 here. That number is 11.6 million subscribers. Obviously, there's presumably some crossover with AMC like viewers, people that have the AMC channel.
They might add 500.
They might
from TNA.
Just for reference, that's like 400,000 subscribers under Mubi, which is I'm sure people have heard of Mubi watching YouTube or whatnot. It's under the ESPN app. It's under DAZN. It's under Crunchyroll, Stars. It's probably
under reasonable things.
It's probably the biggest number, like the biggest name I see at the lowest spot. I mean, maybe Discovery Plus, which it says 7 million, but like Discovery Plus has been like
part of HBO now.
Apparently, according to this, it might still be its own thing, but like I'm sure that's the reason why no one uses it. So it's probably the least popular name recognizable streamer, which is something, I guess. But Shudder, people probably recognize Shudder. That's way down here at 2.8 million as of June 2024. So and just like reference, Netflix is on 301 million subscribers. Where's HBO Max? 128 million subscribers. And like I said, this is 11.6 million. So this is small potatoes compared to Netflix, compared to HBO Max. And I don't exactly know how AMC does compared to like TNT or something like that, TBS. But I can do some research on that as well, but some live research on that. But yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you, Scotty. This is a major deal for TNA. Access has not really been a TV deal, any serious TV deal for the past several years. I don't exactly remember when that deal started. I think it was pre-pandemic.
It's not a deal.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know when they were purchased by Anthem. I want to say it was pre-pandemic. I'm not entirely positive.
I forget what they were on before that.
Realistically, Scotty, that purchase also probably helped TNA through the pandemic.
Yeah,
because the company probably would have died if it wasn't for that.
No, TNA will never die.
That's the other thing that we also have to remember. TNA never dies. It is the both the curse and the reward of being a TNA fan.
Much like Cobra Kai, it never dies.
It never dies. But yeah, they haven't had an actual TV deal, like a legit TV deal, in many years, and they haven't had one in 11 years, over a decade of something of a substantial television network since Spike. AMC, this is a big deal. Now, is this like the biggest thing you could get? No, of course not. But this is pretty big for what TNA was at, which was largely nothing.
Nothing.
They were going to get double the amount of people, television subscribers, not television. Subscribers, double the amount of homes as possible. Plus, they also get a sort of streamer bonus on top of it. Obviously, TNA has already had its own streamer. What will that look like? I think that's sort of the conversation of what all this will look like. This is a pretty big deal. I think you can't take it away from TNA in any capacity, really.
Oh, I can. You want to try?
Is it the "how do we get here" portion of the conversation?
Do we just write WWE?
Yeah,
we have to be real.
It fully feels like, how did we get here? WWE. It does not feel like TNA since the rebrand and last year. I mean, obviously they've been working for WWE, working with WWE for a number of years now. But 2025 is really when that partnership obviously kicked off. Everything was I think it was January of 2025 where they announced a formal partnership between TNA and WWE. But once, as of 2024, when they rebranded AMC, they got rid of Scott D'Amore. They got a bunch of different wrestlers left. Things were not looking great, obviously, for TNA. But it was just sort of a slow climb, and it was developing more of that WWE relationship. Obviously, when they got rid of Scott D'Amore and brought in Carlos Silva to work on this, his number one plan here was to get a TV deal. And he got it through the means he thought. He thought he could maybe expand it with TNA proper. That obviously wasn't working with, the ship coming apart as he's boating it across. So he started bringing in, who could he bring in? He brought in a mutually beneficial partner in WWE. We can talk about what WWE gets out of this, obviously. And apparently it's people believe they were involved in this sort of deal with AMC and TNA. But obviously, the partnership worked. It's a boon for TNA. Going after that WWE audience, having both companies work with each other consistently in terms of an NXT and TNA basis. Obviously, it took a lot to get there. It took a lot of sacrifices to get there, right? You lose a good number of wrestlers to AEW. You lose a good number of wrestlers to WWE in the forms of Jordan Grace and I guess we could say Joe Hendry, but let's say that a guy you used to build up TNA in the past year or so. And now you're left with what you're left with. And the question is, what do you have moving forward? But WWE was obviously a massive, massive player in this television deal for TNA. Scotty, this is a ridiculously great thing for WWE now that there is another television network out there that works with a lot of these companies. That a lot of these people are now going to say that they're the new number 2 out here, which I don't think is correct, but that remains to be seen. I'll look, like I said, I'll look up and see how many subscribers AMC has versus like TNT and TBS and all that jazz and CW and whatever. What the heck is USA? SmackDown's on USA. I'll look up and see all that information. But I mean, talk about it. I mean, this is a great boon for WWE. This is another company that gets a big media rights deal that fills up the consumption, the viewership. If we're fighting time, let's use that against AEW fans. Let's use that against the competition. It's one more network that in media rights deals negotiation that they're not going to be able to work with. The competition ain't going to be able to work with. They propped up a viable contender potentially for that number 2 spot.
Yeah, there is a like way of just looking at this is it is a win for pro wrestling in America. Obviously, like I said at the very top, there's three companies on television now, like real television, not access, like real television. Everyone knows what AMC is, and now I'm not talking about the movie theater. And I think when you look at what they've done in the past year, it all just comes down to WWE. I think for AMC to take this chance is the involvement of WWE, even if that's just NXT, and the limit it goes. Because Ryan, let me ask you, who is the biggest star TNA has right now that isn't a former WWE roster member or in WWE NXT?
I was going to say the Hardys.
Right.
It would probably be either Santana or Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
Leon Slater, perhaps.
Sure, and I would say he's as close to being WWE's own, as could be. But yeah, I would probably say one of those two. Everyone else is, everyone you think of is either former WWE or, not a star. So
yeah,
that's part of it as well. And I think another aspect of this is they're going to need to add now that they can't just get away with NXT helping them. Like WWE got them on TV. Here's the thing that I'm kind of thinking about, and Carlos Silva still said the relationship is intact. There was a conflicting report saying this was actually ending when they went on TV, and I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would AMC sign this deal if WWE is not going to be involved anymore with TNA? I was like, that doesn't even make any remote sense.
I'm looking I believe I'm looking at the report right now. It also said that it says it's a multi-year deal that's around $30 million or something.
Yeah.
It does say that WWE intends to, and like as you said, TNA and Carlos Silva are saying, no, we're still good.
I mean, that's the thing though. That's where I was going. If WWE pulled out of the deal tomorrow, would you be shocked?
No.
Their job is now done.
Their job is done. It is now in TNA's hands. And honestly, Scotty,
that's fine.
If I'm TNA, sure, I accept that.
They're not going to be upset about it. Yeah. They won. Yeah, they got a TV deal. Like, will it last after how many years? No. Let's be real. No. I don't see AMC doubling down here, but you never know. Maybe they figure it out. Maybe they start putting something together. I will say this though. Would we cover it again if WWE pulled out? Probably.
We're certainly going to talk about the live show.
Well, yeah, but we used to cover TNA on this show. You used to
Yeah.
make me watch the shows every
Yeah.
week. Well, not every week, but like, and honestly, there was a time, Ryan, where I didn't mind watching TNA.
Me too.
That's when it was Impact, though.
Yeah.
When they switched back to TNA, that kind of all went crushing down very, very fast.
Yes.
So for me, I think it would not be shocking for WWE to kind of clean this up and maybe be done with them by mid-year next year. I could see them like, finish some things off. They already got Joe Hendry out of this. They got Jordan Grace out of this. They're gonna get Leon Slater. Let's just be real.
They
Like,
got
this is
the big
reality.
talents that they really want. I
Right.
think
They got the
100% you're
people they
right.
wanted.
Leon Slater's the last of that tribe.
Right. They got the people they wanted, and TNA is one getting the stars that WWE doesn't want anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Which we could say whatever we want about that. There is a place for that.
Yeah.
In wrestling, like some of these people aren't just broken goods that are useless, like,
Yeah.
and again, these are people that lose their jobs. I want to be
Yeah.
respectful. It stinks, but like, they signed Desmond Xavier, the former Wesley. Like, that was a signing that made all the sense in the world the moment he was cut, right? And I think for TNA now it's back to the conversation we've had so many times on this show when talking about this brand pre WWE involvement. You're gonna have to find new stars.
Yes.
You have to find new stars. We always said Leon Slater was a very brilliant signing, and it's paying off for them as long as he doesn't leave next year.
Mm-hmm.
He is one of them, but they're going to have to find new stars because when I go through this roster page and I see the same names that I saw 3 years ago and not much replacement other than former WWE stars like Cedric Alexander and Eric Young returning, and I guess he was always TNA, but like Frankie Kazarian and AEW fall off, who's a former TNA guy. Like, all these people are old, okay? A lot of these people are older.
10 hours ago, Thursday Night Impact, great example. Thursday night, this is a Variety article talking about TNA Wrestling's Thursday Night Impact to air weekly on AMC. Who is the image provided by TNA to be the cover picture for this article, Scotty? It's Leon Slater.
As it should be. Because I think they have good people.
And real quickly, Leon Slater, 3-year contract. It runs through 2026.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I'll say this: both companies are gonna want him.
Yeah,
both big companies are gonna want him, and
of course,
he would be crazy not to probably go to one of them. But for the instance of this conversation, I do think TNA does have actual youthful talent that's exciting. But
I was going to ask, who's the other youthful talent outside of Leon Slater?
I would say Danny Luna is very good, and she is a TNA wrestler.
I agree. Chris Bay to a degree, but obviously outstanding circumstances.
Obviously, but like, they let Ace Austin go, right? Like, that was one of the guys that we always talked about every single time we talk about TNA. He's not here anymore.
Yeah,
and then you look at the rest of the roster, it's like, oof. It's oof, or it's like names you don't know. That's a lot of them too.
I mean, how old is Jake something? He feels older. He feels like he's
older, but they're not going to push him like they never have. No, it doesn't matter who's running this company. It's never happened.
36.
Yeah, like, I know they signed like Jada Stone. She's a new name that I've seen before. Like, they signed some of the, and I saw like Fightful Report, they want Bear Bronson. Okay, sure. Give him a shot. But those are the types of guys they're going to have to take a chance on, because
Joe Hendry also still on the roster page.
Yeah, which is absurd. But as we've talked about on this show many times, they're not going to sign the big name. They don't have the money. Even with this TV deal, they're not going to sign the big name over WWE and AEW. It's just not going to happen.
And that's a good call of like,
that being said, they should sign Chris Jericho. Continue.
It is the question of what does TNA can do? What can TNA do with this excess money? And by the way, pretty much all the other networks, TNT, TBS, USA, CW, they're all basically around the 70 million households mark.
Yeah.
And as we said before, AMC is about the 60 million households in the US. So obviously limited, lower there in scope, but still very close to everyone else. Yeah, what does TNA look like now? Whatever this TV deal is, this is excess money coming in. Scotty, as we said before, they did not have a TV deal prior to this, really. Were they getting money from Anthem? Probably, yeah. I don't have no idea how much money it was, but like, in all intents and purposes, to me, Scotty, in terms of new money coming in, this is let's go off that rumored report, right? Going off of that rumored report, this is like new money coming in, $30 million. You can invest this into production and upgrade your productions and figure out how to white balance your cameras. You can get better lighting. You can invest it into actual talent. I mean, look, WWE is going to snipe talent from you because with this partnership. That's just the manage of the beast, right? That is the issue with every single partnership in the history of professional wrestling. Whoever the bigger dog in the relationship is, when contract season comes crying up, you are going to get sniped. That AEW does it.
It's almost New Japan time. AEW is about to refill up,
AEW does it. WWE has done it, obviously, if they're partners. As soon as they can get like Vikingo or any of the other guys from AAA or whatever, they're going to pick them up officially. I mean, New Japan during their peak season, they would take people from Noah and Dragon Gate, and they would take other people.
Oh yeah.
It is whoever the biggest dog of the relationship ends up getting. That's where all the talent moves towards, which I think that makes sense.
Yep.
They are not going to be the bigger dog. They are going to get sniped by WWE, and they're going to have to figure out with this excess money. I think ultimately it's putting into production, but using this excess money to either keep talent that are potentially leaving, like Leon Slater. Good luck, buddy. Like maybe a Jake something probably heading out the door at some point. Chris Bay, I think, is another guy that you would want to keep to turn
part of
around.
The reason, but here I just want to say this: it's part of the reason that the relationship with NXT made sense in terms of like the level, right? In many ways, TNA, for better or worse, has to be the type of level that NXT is, where you're going to sign people, you're going to bring them in, you're going to make them stars, and then they're going to move on. That is the reality that this is.
Yes, that is. It's the same level of NXT. It's the same. Yes, correct.
So you have to find the diamonds in the rough, which
correct
TNA has done before, and they can continue to do again. Yes, you're going to have the big dogs sign, and we say partnerships. AEW is going to sign them as much as WWE is going to sign them, because if they're free agents, they're free agents, right? That's how this goes. Ace Austin went to AEW. Josh Alexander went to AEW.
Yeah.
Rob Hendry and Jordan Grace went to, it's just, that's how it goes. It's just a matter of there is a relationship there and you're going to have them taken. And I ask you, there's no one that comes to mind instantly of TNA should go and sign this guy, because that's kind of the world we live in. So they're going to have to find the names that don't jump to our minds to make them stars. And that's what they've done year after year after year. I had no idea who Ace Austin was before he went there.
Yes, that is what TNA is and always has been, to a certain degree. Obviously, starting off, they're more of a WCW shoot off point, but it was built around AJ Styles, right? It was built around the X Division AJ Styles, who was like barely anybody in WCW in the last year or so.
This is me telling them, don't go sign Killer Cross. Go sign.
Oh God, they're going to sign Killer Cross.
Oh,
100%.
They absolutely are. Absolutely. That's why I said it.
That's first. That's the star they debut on the first show.
100%. But again, that's why I pushed the idea. You're gonna have to find other people along with the big shock star guy, okay? Because if you don't, this is gonna sink. It's not gonna work. It's just not. Because Leon Slater's gonna eventually be gone, and so on and so forth.
This is a what? Okay, might not be the most reliable article, but I just looked up to try to see who are some big time wrestling free agents, in the world right now, and this is from a whatculture.com article 8 days ago.
Oh boy!
So Good luck.
That's
the first one up
that's
is
the
Chris
source
Jericho.
of truth.
The first one's Chris Jericho. We have to ignore Chris Jericho. I don't know what box to
Listen,
put him in.
listen. If
He's not
they
good at
sign
TNA.
Chris Jericho for January 15th, good for them.
I agree. Next up is Karrion Kross and Scarlett. I mean, obviously that's it. Braun Strowman is another one.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Why don't you bring him in?
Okay. Number 4 is Shane McMahon.
I mean,
right.
Okay, hold on. You just say like okay to Braun Strowman. At least he's a former WWE World Champion.
It's true.
And he's big. So like
former Ring of Honor wrestler.
That's true.
In a way.
One time.
The next one was Shane McMahon. I don't know why he's on this list.
I did say he should be world champion at the top of the show. So
Saraya.
If she wants to keep wrestling, why not?
Shayna Baszler.
I mean, they're all former. No, she's a no. No.
Dakota Kai.
Oh, that wouldn't actually shock me.
These are just WWE people. Carlito. Yeah. Cora Jade.
No.
Gigi
Cora
Dolan.
Jade, if she comes back to wrestling, I wouldn't be shocked if she goes there.
Agree. I'm surprised she hasn't gone back.
Well,
Gigi
she said
Dolan.
she's taking the rest of the year off. That's why.
Okay. Well, yeah, she's prepping for the new year for TNA.
Yeah, baby. These are all. I'm looking at this article now. These are all former WWE people.
Yes, Gigi Dolan, except for Jericho, I guess, to a degree. Gallus, Carmella. Carmella? Are we kidding me? No. Matt Cardona, no. He's not a free agent. I don't think he's a free agent.
He is a free agent.
Baron Corbin, he probably has some sort of contract with LW. Yeah, these are all
okay. Stop reading through this. I'm gonna start giving out actual names because this
here's an actual name. AEW. Layla Hirsch. There's someone. That's someone that TNA.
Why? If I'm TNA, and I'm looking at everything that's going on right now, why are you not reaching out to a Bozilla?
This is what I really wanted from this article, and that the article is obviously not giving me, and why I should not have clicked on a whatculture.com article to get this information. I want to know who the free agents are in the indie space are, in the Joshi space, in whatever space you're talking about, because those are the people: Leon Slater, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, John Schuyler, Jason Hotch, right. Danny Luna. Who are the young guns, the indies that TNA can truly help develop and put onto TV before all these other people can.
I mean, Bozilla jumped off the page in my head because she now has the AEW appearance too. Right? Like that's
Fightful has a giant list, so I'm just gonna pull names randomly.
I already looked at that list. Free agents are like people for them, or for a lot of these things are like people that have had a deal and now are gone. Not just like,
oh, here's a good one off this list. Alex Kane from MLW.
That'd be a good one. That's a good name. Like that's the type of name to bring in. Why is he a free agent? Never mind.
I don't know.
Like that's the type of name you bring in, you know.
I would bring in Cameron Grimes, Trevor Lee. I would bring him in. He's a little older probably, but Tankman, Calvin Tankman.
That's a perfect. I think we did that 2 years ago.
DPWN, so that all that roster, Adam Priest, all these people head on over to TNA.
Those are all like that's the thing though. They're all reasonable options.
Oh yeah, that's what we should be doing. I should be looking at the Deadlock Pro roster page. That is what I should be doing, because that is honestly the thing that I need to look at. That's going to get me what I want. Let's see.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. I think about that too much. Sure.
Yeah, they should sign Batista. I agree.
LeBron Cazone, Adam Priest, Calvin Tankman, Trevor Lee, Dominic Garini. Yes. Kevin Koo. Yes. BK Westbrook, Dustin Waller. These are all people. Kevin Blackwood, great name. Kylan King, who they already have signed, I believe, and I think she's still injured. Yeah.
Good to hear her name though.
Mad Dog Connolly, Bojack. Woo! High-end. Okay. Woo! Well, she's circling AEW, but one called Manders. He's probably a little on the older side.
This plays to a different point, though, right? There are names out there to give a shot. Some aren't going to, we have to be real. Some aren't going to cut it on television. Just plain and simple. Like some aren't going to, some of these names you just said, I said to myself, that's not a TV wrestler.
Well, in my own head. Warner is also signed to TNA right now.
That's true. That's my point.
Yeah.
You take the shot to find out who is and who isn't.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
You
people
need,
out there.
if I'm TNA, you sign these people to 1-year deals. A lot of people, unless you feel truly
Yeah.
confident, you sign them to a
There's
1-year
no
deal.
reason not to just do
And
1 year deal.
and here's the other thing that TNA now has an advantage. And if I'm TNA, of course I'm telling people that the WWE relationship is still holding strong, because it should be. You need to present that it is holding strong, because you know what TNA can be. We just laid it out. Is a company that has always been a company that is going to get their wrestlers, and once they hit that peak, they're going to another bigger company like WWE, or always WWE, I guess, is going to scoop them up, right? That's kind of what's going to end up happening with TNA. That wasn't necessarily always the case, but now but you know what I mean. But TNA is going to be sitting third wheel between WWE and AEW, so they're going to get scooped up by people. So you need to bring in new young guys to fill out those rosters, and you're going to have the extra money. Sign people to a 1-year deal unless you feel super confident. And what you do get out of a WWE relationship, PR wise, Scotty, is, as long as you can maintain it, is a lot of wrestlers want to go work for WWE.
Yep.
You are now the first step in the pipeline to WWE.
I thought that was Evolve.
No, no, that is obviously, I would say, failing. But if I'm WWE, I see no reason to keep Evolve around
I don't
other
think
than
that
just have something on Tubi.
Here's the thing. I don't think Evolve could fail because that's probably making some sort of dollar on accident.
Maybe if like my cat accidentally turns on Tubi.
Where's Bad Dude Tito? They should sign Bad Dude Tito.
They should sign Bad Dude Tito. That's a great call. He's a great fit for TNA. But yeah, a lot of people want to work for WWE, and if you can maintain that relationship, Scotty, I think people would see this as a more valuable stepping stone to WWE than they would see Evolve. This is going to be on a major television network, 60 million homes. However many people they can get watching TNA is going to be on TNA's job, but you're going to have a lot more people than you would be on Tubi. You're going to have a lot more people than you're on IWTV. If I can get onto TNA, there is a good chance that I can get then scooped up by NXT, by WWE, if I do a good job, and that can help get me in the door.
There is a pathway now. Like, it is put in front of you. It is a good thing for TNA to have that. It's better to have that than not to have that, in my opinion.
Especially when WWE is using NXT as a way to scoop up athletes, not wrestlers.
Right, exactly.
The pathway was gone, and now it's been reestablished.
It has been reestablished. It is open. It is possible. And, you look at the other, TNA is undeniably 3. Undeniably, for the first time in a long time, it feels like there's not even a debate of who the third promotion is. They are number 3, and now it's time to act like number 3. You can't just be using another company's wrestlers, which, again, as we said, I don't think that's going to last much longer, but that's neither here nor there. And I think that's the interesting conversation moving forward, or not conversation, but thing to look at with TNA. When you get to that January 15th episode, what new talents are around? What talent are going to be your talent? That show can't end with Trick Williams. That show can't end with whatever that faction is that I don't know the name of.
Yeah.
You know who I meant. That's in NXT that I don't know.
Dark Slate?
Maybe? Side? Is it Dark Side like Vader? If it's Dark Side, that'd be wicked funny.
Dark State.
Dark State. Well, I knew I was wrong. I said Dark Side.
The of course.
I said Dark Side like by the way, tonight's NXT main event features Leon Slater. Anyway, and Joe Hendry. Oh, that's tough. But like there is there's a pathway here. I would put my money on January 15th also being the day that Mike Santana probably wins back the TNA
Good call.
championship.
And that's also another thing is that using Mike Santana and Frankie Kazarian is a way to showcase like your ability to
Yeah.
bring in AEW talent. I think ultimately what we're saying here, Scotty, is that TNA has so much, the most potential they have ever
Yeah.
had in at
Yeah.
least a decade.
Right.
It comes down
Right.
to, can they maximize their potential or will they fuck it up?
And we're going to give them our breath for at least one episode.
Maybe two. You got to give it at least
Maybe
two.
two.
The first one is going to be like
Yeah, the
Karrion
first one will be
Kross,
the
and
gangbusters. Like, here we are.
we're going to bring
Who
back
do
Vince
you think?
Russo.
I was thinking about this when they announced it. Who do you think's the biggest name they asked for so far in this relationship?
Who?
Besides AJ Styles, because he did appear.
Oh, who's the biggest name that TNA asked for?
Yeah, like that they thought they could get because they got AJ Styles technically.
I was going to say I wouldn't
By
be
the way,
shocked.
AJ Styles should have a one more match in TNA. It's
Yeah,
his retirement year, but
I agree. And maybe that first year is a good call.
that'd be awesome.
Look,
Leon
if I'm
Slater versus AJ Styles to kick off TNA on AMC.
now we're talking. Um,
No,
I
that's way too good. They can't book that.
they probably didn't think they were gonna get this guy, but like legitimately, I would ask John Cena. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, I
You're not
mean
gonna
Joe
get him,
Hendry
but
asked
like,
100 times.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna ask. Just like,
I wonder if they could get Dom if they asked for Dom.
I would think no, because W would want to focus him onto AAA.
Because I'd give him the world title.
Yeah, that'd be a fun thing. I think
I mean, they
WWE
gave
wants to.
it's the same thing with the AAA.
Yeah. What about
Also, Dom holding 3 titles from 3 different companies would be hysterical. Continue. Well, I guess he just beat John Cena, so yeah, you're not getting Dom. Never
yeah.
mind.
What about like a Charlotte Flair?
Not a chance.
You don't think you can get Charlotte Flair?
I don't think Charlotte Flair would want to go.
Do you think if Tessa was still like, it didn't fail with Tessa, do you think they would have asked for Charlotte?
Yeah, maybe. Though they would have probably been like, "Well, we want that now."
Yeah. And by Tessa
What?
failed, I mean the crowd constantly saying you're a racist, and they fully given up on Tessa, right? Is she not doing anything anymore?
I mean, I don't think she does anything. I haven't heard her name in a long time. Thank God.
I'm gonna pull up the old cage match here and do a
I mean,
do a
she's
classic
on the roster page. I saw her.
Yeah, well, so was Joe Hendry. She wrestled in. She's been wrestling in CMLL again.
Yeah, I knew that. Which kind of
Um,
told me maybe the TNA thing was gonna go
she
away.
wrestled Bound for Glory in October. I remember that against Gia Miller, and then she wrestled on Explosion in November. But that was obviously a taping.
There's been no main roster guys on there, right?
Main roster outside of AJ Styles who didn't even wrestle.
Right.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So
I believe
anyone on
it's
the main
exclusively
roster
been
seems to be
NXT.
off limits.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because I was thinking to myself, like, I don't know what's stopping TNA from getting like. I just had the name and I scrolled too far. Where the hell is it? Give me one second. Why can't they get Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa? Like, what are they doing?
Easily.
Right? Like they're NXT still.
That's a
NXT
good
for
question.
life, baby.
How many of these TNA people will they get on? Is Motor City coming back? What are they doing?
I think losing.
You can bring Motor City back for one night.
But they're getting paid heavily finally. So
who else do they have on the roster? On the main roster, that is
El Grande Americano,
former TNA roster.
Oh,
member?
former TNA. My bad. A lot of them went to AEW. I wish Jey Uso was.
Down since
day one.
Chelsea
Who
Green.
The hell is Gail Dixon? Yeah, I think maybe she's doing AAA.
Yeah, that's true.
Despite being main roster.
Ethan Page, I guess, as well.
Sure.
Who's the Heritage Cup still exists? Okay, who's Jasper Troy? I don't know who that is.
I'm looking at this roster. Like, who are these people?
Who are these people? And I truly do not know what NXT is anymore.
This is the WWE. I don't know half of them.
Who are you people? We need that. We need that as a soundbite.
You know what?
I somehow got all the way to the eyes, and I was at the C's, and now I'm at the eyes. I don't know how that happened.
All right. Here's my last question for us. What?
Oh, they can get Elton Prince and whoever the other guy is.
Do you think TNA will be a product worth watching after 3 months on AMC?
No, because here's the thing. And I was thinking about this today because I saw people jokingly tweet about Booker of the Year Delirious, right?
What
about Delirious?
He's their Booker.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Delirious should be Booker of the Year because he got TNA, helped get TNA a television deal, right?
Sure.
Wrong. He shouldn't be Booker of the Year. A big argument that I will make right now is that they do not have the Booker of the Year. They don't have a good Booker whatsoever. But who they do have, an arguably promoter of the year, Scotty, is Carlos Silva.
Oh, that's true.
That is the toughest pill to swallow. But after today, it is a pill that I think must be swallowed. I think because I'm, the Observer Awards and year-end stuff is coming around, and we're circling the tube on that stuff. You can make an argument that at least top 3 should be getting votes. Promoter of the year is Carlos Silva. You cannot deny at this point today, this news
in all of wrestling
of this year.
In all of wrestling this year.
I think I'm not. He's not my number 1 vote, but he's probably getting a top 3 vote.
But you said top 3.
Probably
in all of wrestling.
Okay. Let's do the promoters of the year. Who's the best promoters of the year?
CMLLs.
Yeah, that's my number 1 pick.
Okay, here's all the companies doing better than TNA in terms of like expectation, right? Mm-hmm. That's how we get
business and expanding business. And
okay, so CMLL, number 1.
I would say yes.
I mean, we don't like them, but they still make a lot of money. So doesn't WWE get it by default over TNA?
But they're also losing business. Their stuff ratings and attendance.
But they're not losing money, and this is about money.
Sure.
That's what Dave Meltzer tells me every week, Ryan. It's about money.
And I guess all these companies also got big TV deals this year as well, right? Is that all announced this year?
No,
the Netflix stuff. Yeah. All that stuff started in January.
Oh, you know what? No, we're not giving WWE credit. They haven't done shit.
Yeah, that's my point. Is that like they're still making money and they're secluded, but their business is going down.
We'll take them out. All right, we'll take them out. WWE under TNA.
Still looking.
But wait a minute. They're the reason TNA's. Well, no, because I guess Carlos Silva made the deal.
Yeah, I would say they're circular. They're still in the upper echelon. They're WWE. They're always going to be like, you have to talk about.
They're kind of just a blob together.
Yeah, AEW. Tony
Sure, AEW. Yeah, probably.
In the conversation, is he the promoter of the year? I don't think their business has declined.
We've had this conversation before. Promoter of the year is like a very nuanced conversation these days.
Yeah.
It's like what promoter is actually putting in work as a promoter right now?
Yeah.
Carlos Silva is one of them.
Carlos Silva. The more you think about it, the more you're like, "Fuck, dude."
Because let's be honest. Let's think of the 2 major companies, right? Triple H just says everything's going to be epic, and then it sucks ass. I mean, and then Tony Khan's like, "This is going to be the greatest wrestling show you ever seen," and then it's like, "All right, you say that every show."
Nick Khan's a good promoter, but like, what has he done this year that has really elevated
WWE? You know why he hasn't had to do anything this year? Because he did it last year.
Exactly.
Some people can do nothing, right? Some people can do nothing, and it doesn't matter. That's WWE. That's ultimately AEW after getting their TV deal. They could slow down, and it doesn't matter. You know
when
what?
Did AEW get their new TV
we're gonna
deal?
We're gonna give it to Carlos Silva. Congratulations, Carlos Silva.
Oh man! I'm not. Am I gonna vote for him? I'm not entirely sure.
You have to. You have to.
Okay, Scotty. Who's been a better promoter this year? Carlos Silva or Suri?
I mean, I'm not gonna pick Carlos Silva. That's also so okay. So we think about promoter.
Okay, here's some things.
Actual
Promoter of the year
promoter.
last year. These are the awards for last year. Number 1, Nick Khan. Number 2, Tony Khan. Number 3, Dana White. Number 4, Salvador. Number 5, Suri. Number 6, Andy Quildan from
That's
Ref.
awesome. That's Suri got number 5.
Where is Carlos Silva on this ranking?
Well, this list is not the same anymore.
No. Above Rev Pro. Easy.
Yeah.
Slam dunk.
Yeah. Thanks.
Above Suri?
I mean, she has like 4 shows. Like, what do you? Yeah. They're all sold out. Like,
yeah. I would say below Salvador, but he's probably going to rank higher than Salvador because people know TNA over CMLL.
So is WWE. Like, they're all going to rank higher than.
Sure. Yes, it's promoter of the year. And
is this a worldwide one we're doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone in Japan you want to bring up? Scotty?
I mean, by default, Bushi Road.
Yeah, but they don't put Bushi.
Not with New Japan though.
Yeah,
they don't put. I guess they would put Taro. But
Taro is okay. Taro Okada versus Carlos Silva. All right, name another podcast that is having this conversation. Taro it legitimately exploded business even more so this year. He last year did really well, but this year has really exploded business for Stardom. I don't remember what the numbers were. I remember Bushiroad put out their financial report.
He don't promote nothing.
It's really Bushiroad that does the promoting. But
it's really just Saya Kamatani. She's the one that's actually on stuff.
But it's like she's on stuff, but he's putting her in that spot.
Okay, so right,
and Bushiroad is advertising that.
This is the difference of the conversation. I will give Taro credit for promoter of the year. I will not give him credit for booker of the year. You know, like exactly. That's the big thing.
He was number 3 booker of the year last year,
which was egregious. This year, like it was the Saya Kamatani. Go ahead, which arguably very smart, by the way.
Smart booker, to a degree, that's a smart booker.
It's literally all WWE had to do with John Cena, and they did it.
Yeah,
you know, like
great call.
It's impressive. So like Taro would be probably higher than Carlos Silva, but Carlos Silva got TV deal, and that matters.
he got a
fucking number 1.
He got 100% growth in how many homes his product will be in.
When Ryan puts his Booker of the Year awards in, it's gonna be fucking
Delirious is Booker, Carlos Silva's promoter, total nonstop Ryan lives and breathes, baby.
Could you imagine putting together Booker of the Year this year? Now that's a stinky conversation.
Do you think Abyss will show up on the first show? Do you think they can get Abyss?
Why not?
I say why not? You put
the mask on, play the song, bring out the thing. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Get Abyss in there.
Carlos Silva.
Silva. I'm putting it out there in the universe. Am I going to vote for him? Really I'm not sure.
You know what's really funny though? Like this idea and saying this out loud. Oh, it's gonna eat shit like by February.
I know.
You know when Triple H won last year, and like everyone's like, "Are you guys morons?" Like, and then by the time like April came around, it's like, "See," that's what's gonna happen.
I'm just putting it out in the universe to like for people to think about it because this year, I mean, look at where TNA was at the beginning of this year. And look where it ended.
My off the cuff observer because I don't subscribe anymore, so I can't vote.
Yeah.
But I'll give my off the cuff 4. I saw the Black Friday deals.
Was there a misspelling on the Black Friday deals?
Yeah, of course there was.
The AI Brian Alvarez picture. I don't
even know what I was gonna say anymore.
I really love Dave. I love all the work Dave does. The apparatus surrounding Dave, I have no respect for at this point.
You just saying Brian.
I know. I'm
trying apparatus.
I'm trying not to get quoted or misconstrued in any kind of way. I'm trying to protect myself.
I'm gonna give my Observer Awards on the show when like the time to put it out there, just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm not going to vote myself. I'll just give the people my vote
Give the people what they
off the
want.
cuff.
Yeah.
Can we stop talking about TNA now?
Yeah. We can move on. We can move
An
on.
hour long on TNA. Carlos Silva.
Promoter of the year. Yeah, let's move on to bigger and brighter things. Survivor Series War Games. Bigger and brighter indeed. San Diego, California. What's that?
I had to ask to move on.
45,000 plus in attendance. How did we do last year? I feel like that's down from last year.
That's the most ever.
I'm pretty sure it's down.
This is the first time they've ever done an arena, you moron.
I'm pretty sure it's it's the first time they've ever done an arena. It was
not an arena. They do an arena every
stadium.
show. I think
stadium.
I'm the moron. Yeah, stadium.
It was 17,000 last year, and now in Petco Park is 45,000. And what a show it was for 45,000 people to spend their mortgage.
You want to hear my first comment when the show turned on?
For Lana being forced to buy a ticket, for Liv Morgan making her return in a match that doesn't even involve her until the finish, has to buy a ticket for her entire family.
When I saw the show like just go on, right, and I saw the field full, I just said to myself, I hated going to this show when it was in an arena that I could actually see the ring. Imagine going to an arena that you're spending like 50 times more than I did back then.
Yeah.
And you can't see.
You can't see anything. They're already ants in the nosebleeds, and now it's surrounded in a cage. You're just there spending tens of thousands of dollars, Scotty, to watch TV. It's so dumb. In the show you got to boot, Scotty, is awful. Just an awful show. Full with, look, I mean, fine wrestling. Like, am I going to say that any of the wrestling per se was bad?
Yeah, I am.
Go ahead.
Everything was bad. The whole show sucked.
Go off, King.
It was awful. It was an awful show. That men's War Games match might be one of the worst matches of the year. You know how useless that was?
Worst major match, because boy howdy, I see a lot of bad matches this year. Butterbean versus Suzuki naming one.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the funny thing. Like, I was having this conversation with someone like, this is the worst major show of the year. When you put together the star power, the size of the show, the company of the show, and you mix it all together, you have this crap sandwich.
Yeet.
No match was good.
Yeet.
He's a big reason why.
Me looking at the camera. Run it back. Run
it back. God.
Do we not have?
Now I have. There it is. Like, I watched the show and I said when it was over, that was the biggest waste of time. I could have watched a movie. You know what I'm doing lately?
Watching movies. Oh, is this movie tangent corner?
It's movie time. It's
all right, let me pull up my old list.
You know what it is? It's avoid Survivor Series. Our favorite theme: avoid the WWE pay-per-view that involves Bork Laser.
What movies have you watched lately?
So I have made a deal with myself to end December. I'm going to watch a movie a day the entire month.
Woo!
Because one, I can cheat because Christmas movies are a thing. So like I automatically watch some Christmas movies during the month. So like that'll help me ease through it. Because I wanted to say to myself a few times next year I'd like to do that. So I'm like, let's do it now. Let's close out the year strong. And let's watch some movies.
Yeah.
So I went to the movies twice last week, by the way.
Ooh,
that was
big spender.
It wasn't even December yet. I have a membership, thank you.
What are you AMC Stubs?
No, I'm Showcase, whatever they do, Showcase Cinema.
Oh, is that a movie chain, Northeastern movie chain?
Yeah. Showcase, shut up. Showcase subscribe. I pay
get a better name.
I pay like $11 to see 2 movies a month. Okay,
that's pretty good.
It. Yeah, it's pretty good. One ticket, actually it's more expensive than that now, ticket wise. Anyway, so I made this deal with myself. I'm gonna watch a movie per day all of December. By the way, 2 for 2 already.
This is me in college. In college, I watched a movie every single work day.
Because here's my reasoning. Would you like to hear my reasoning?
Sure.
Well, that's a lot. I said to myself, This time of year is hectic. This time of year is a lot, right? Not even including the wrestling stuff that we're gonna have to cover later this month.
Yeah.
The holidays are hectic.
Yeah.
They're a lot. They make us all go crazy. So I said, for 2 hours a day, I'm just gonna take some time for myself and chill out and watch a film.
Yeah.
But my point was,
we'll get back to board games in a second, folks.
Yeah, of course we will. My point was that, one, I love movies. Two, last week, this is the funny part. The best thing I watched last week wasn't even a movie. It was Stranger Things. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, sure.
But to be fair, episode 4 was an hour and a half, so I'd argue movie.
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 What movies did you watch?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So here's the movies I've watched over the past couple weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
So dating back to when I went on a trip to now.
Yeah.
So I watched the original Predator. I don't know if I said that on here. I did.
I don't know if you said it on here, but I think you messaged me maybe about it.
Oh, maybe. Then I watched Frankenstein on Netflix.
The new one,
Del Toro's Frankenstein.
I'm planning on watching that at some point this week.
So I asked myself, I'm gonna go. So on Wednesday of last week, I said to myself, "Oh, maybe I can go to movies before work. I work at 12:30 Eastern."
Oh,
okay.
Ooh, maybe making an 11 a.m. matinee.
No, it was a 10 a.m. matinee.
Yeah.
Thank God. So I said to myself, what am I gonna see? What's out there for me to see at 10 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah.
So of course I had to lean into the kids side a little bit because there was no other movies playing at 10. So I saw Zootopia 2, which didn't come out for another 2 days, by the way. I liked it better than the first one.
Oh, pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. Good Disney animation. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Turns out making good movies.
Also, did you see fourth biggest opening weekend ever?
Yeah, I heard it demolished.
Ever. And it's the biggest ever for a non-Marvel movie.
Yeah, that's even crazy.
Zootopia 2.
Hey, people
Zootopia 2.
People dogged on Disney. Look, and for fair reason of saying that, like, we're gonna make sequels because sequels are what's bringing in the bucks. And everyone was like, "What are you talking about? That's a terrible idea."
Actually,
I would like for them to make new original new original concepts.
Sure.
Look, $100 million at the box office. Yeah, that's why Disney's making sequels.
Right. Okay. And then I saw on Black Friday, Wicked
There's
for
so
Good.
many great movies that didn't even make $100 million this year.
I saw Wicked for Good.
Was it good?
That's 2 new ones. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
More like Wicked for meh. I haven't seen it.
It was Wicked for solid.
Okay. All right.
I prefer the first one.
That's the same thing from the play, the musical as well. As everyone says
that's what everyone says.
Better.
So that's not the movie's fault. I think Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, is that her?
Yes.
I think they did a great job once again. They were fantastic in their roles.
That tracks.
And then I watched this movie, my friend Trent. Shout out Trent, former of Stardom Road. He recommended English the movie Left-Handed Girl, which is on Netflix.
Left-Handed Girl. Never heard of that.
I said the same thing. It was fantastic.
Came out this year. Oh.
Yeah. It was at one of the film festivals. It got rave reviews.
It was a Chinese film, it looks like.
Yes. Very different for me.
Co-written by Sean Baker. That's interesting. Sean Baker obviously won the Oscar last year for Anora. It was selected. Really good. It was selected, not China, but it was selected as the Taiwanese entry for Best International Feature Film at the 98th Academy Awards. It had a world's premiere this year at the Cannes Film Festival at the Critics' Week.
That's the one. Yeah, okay, so that was really good. So those are the movies I've been watching, and I've had a wonderful time.
Can I tell you what movies I've seen lately?
No, we have to talk about Survivor Series.
You're right. Okay.
So actually, you know what? Wait, hold on. Go ahead.
This is everything I watched in the past.
It'd be rude.
I appreciate that. Yeah, these are everything that I believe I have watched in the past week. 4 movies that came out this year. Freakier Friday.
Yeah. How bad was it?
Good movie.
Oh,
Good
good
movie.
movie.
Liked it. Liked it.
That'll probably be one of my movies of the month because I'm using this month to catch up as well.
The Life of Chuck.
Okay.
It was fine. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't feel the same excitement.
No,
Continue. That's two.
Hamnet.
Hamnet.
Hamnet is the new Chloe Zhao movie. She was the director.
Oh
of
yeah.
Nomadland and Eternals.
Yeah. How was it?
Great movie. Go see it.
Don't tell me what to do.
Go see in theaters. It's a beautiful film.
Steven Spielberg produced it, or he's one of the producers.
It's produced by Amblin. Great movie. I cried immensely.
Wow.
Last night,
William Shakespeare.
Yeah, it's about William Shakespeare and his family.
That's fun. Okay,
it's a great movie, legitimately great movie. I think Jesse Buckley.
Where's it ranked on the year?
It ranked. I had it 4.
My most anticipated movie of the year comes out on Christmas anyway. So,
Marty Supreme.
Yes,
it's
Timothy's my boy. I'm very excited.
My top 5 this year are One Battle, Sinners, Begonia, Hamnet, and then House of Dynamite, which is controversial, probably.
Is Begonia your 4th movie you saw this week?
No. The 4th movie I saw was a Very Jonas Christmas movie.
Nice.
And that one was good. I think I said it was good.
I mean, for a new Christmas movie, sure.
It was fine. It was fine. It was not like a great film, but it was like, this is fine. Good bits. Songs were fine. It could have been better. I think I went meh on it, but like, yeah, it's like a solid movie probably. But and then what I'm currently watching at work is Nouveau. Is it Nouveau? I think that's not how it's pronounced. It's the new Richard Linklater film on Netflix about the making of the movie Breathless, the French New Wave film Breathless by Jean-Luc Godard, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it at work. Anyways,
enjoying it at work.
Anyways, I'm watching a stuffy 4:3 aspect ratio Netflix movie. Completely in French.
I will say this: every week for the rest of December, I'll give everyone an update how my week goes of movie watching. I think that's fun.
Have I instructed you on this book that I have? Have I instructed you about this book that I have?
You might have.
I got this years ago, and it's ruined my life. It is 1,001 movies you should see before you die.
That would ruin my life too.
And I'm doing my best to update it.
Holy.
I'm doing my best to update this list as I watch movies. I haven't updated in a while, so I got to go back and put in new tabs. A fun bit, Scotty, if you like, is you can just give me a random page number, and I could give you the movie that's on that page. You can see if you
how
try
many
to watch
pages
the
are
week.
there?
It's a good question. Good question. I'm going to say over 900.
All right, 727.
727. Let's see if Scotty can watch this movie.
Show me the money
this week. Is it gonna be a good one? You got two. You got 2 choices, Scotty. And it's gonna be 2 movies you've never heard of.
Nope, not doing it. I'm good. Nope. New page.
Give me another number.
257.
257. Super old.
Wait a minute. Is it newer movies? Is it in order?
Yeah, it's in chronological order. If you want a new movie, gotta go up higher.
All right.
Last
853.
853. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't tell you. I didn't warn you. 853. You're in the 90s.
All right. I'll take that. I like 90s. I should have went sooner. When did this come out?
When did this come out? This is they make a new edition every year, so I don't know what edition this is. This is the 2010s.
So your movies that you need to see before you die are actually not true anymore. Okay.
No, I have a I have a page in the back where I update.
Okay.
Where I update it with the
what page did I say?
You said, oh shit, I lost it. I believe it was. I saw it though. It was a movie titled Shine. It was a Jeffrey Rush movie titled Shine.
I think you're lying.
A 1996 Scott Hicks directed movie called Shine. David Hefgott, played by Jeffrey Rush, is a gifting pianist, but his promising talent as a concert pianist never reached the heights experts, his father included, expected of him.
There's 0% chance I see this movie.
Let's see. Can you even watch it anywhere? That's the question we have to see, folks. And I will say, Scotty,
a wrestling podcast
Scotty,
anymore. I just want the world to know that.
One movie over is Wes Craven's Scream.
I don't do horror, so that worked out for me.
That Scream is barely horror.
You're barely horror.
Yeah, you can't even watch this on a streamer. So yeah, good luck, buddy.
So I need a movie that's on. Okay, give me 922.
Okay, this has to be the last one.
This is it. This is it.
922.
You gotta get the Survivor Series.
22.
Yes.
Black Swan.
All right, I could watch that. I went. I've seen that
before,
I think.
Okay, the other page is The King's Speech.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that. That won the Oscar, didn't it?
That won the Oscar. King's Speech. Tom Hooper's 2010
I'd like to also say.
You plays at home, folks. Go watch The King's Speech this week. I'll see if I can watch the
movies. Too much. 1001 movies too much. Okay, there I said it. Anyways,
I'm working on it.
Let's get back to Survivor Series.
Yeah. You can watch The King's Speech for free on
Netflix.
On Stars. No, you can watch it on Roku for free.
There you go.
Support.
All right,
Supposedly.
Let's get back to the junk ass show.
Yeah, so Survivor Series is a fucking dumbass fucking bullshit show. It's another one of these WWE shows where it's like you can't even do 5 matches. You got to do 4 matches.
You know what I said to myself during the show?
You wanted to fucking shoot yourself.
I said,
dude, that's too dark.
I said to myself multiple things. I said to myself, one, I don't know why I'm watching American wrestling anymore.
And we've had that this year about Japanese wrestling. It's been a rough year.
Well, no, I've never said why am I watching Japanese. I watch Japanese. I do content on Japanese wrestling every week.
Puro, really.
Puro, I do not. That was my first thing that I said to myself. My second one was, can me and Ryan figure out what the fuck we're gonna do for Ring Post Radio next year, and can it not include this godforsaken company? And the third thing I said was, people like this. And I said that about 17 times throughout the entire show. This company.
I feel like WWE fans haven't been that positive about the show.
No, but you want my burning hot, beautiful take? That's correct.
You love this?
No, the bloodline succeeding, nuked, burnt, destroyed any creative ability this company ever had, because now they think everything needs to follow that path. That worked one time.
The guy who made it work the guy who made it work is barely on TV anymore.
Correct. One time that lasted 3 years long, and it worked. 3, 4, I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
And then it stopped working because people were tired of it. Because it was never ending. And now, Ryan, Dave Meltzer reports the main event of WrestleMania 42 is going to be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship.
Is that breaking news? Because I have not heard this.
No, he said it right after Survivor Series was over. That was the tease. The 2 main events, or the 2 top men's world title matches, which Roman and Cody are going to be one of them.
Can I say the other one is Punk and Seth?
It's Punk and Breaker, which they're doing to kick off the year on Netflix. So don't ask me about that.
It could be Seth if he comes back, I guess.
Yeah, but Roman, it was supposed to be Roman and Seth, he also said. And that went out the window. So now he's pivoted to Cody.
I think I do agree with you that I think Bloodline broke a lot of people's brains in terms of booking.
No, not a lot of people. Triple H and WWE.
Well, a lot of people, including Triple H.
It broke them. They have no creativity anymore. They don't know what else to do. Everything is supposed to be, watch what we do on Monday Night Raw. And then it's like, wet fart. Wrestle Votes. Put out the idea that the next 5 months are the most impressive and incredible month of our run. And then we do nothing every single show. And Scotty, then The Rock shows up.
Scotty, are you going after a fellow, I want to say, Fightful
this
guy?
Hold on. This isn't even a WrestleVote shot. This is how WWE puts out the information. And whoever bites. Okay,
defend yourself on the spot here. I get it.
I don't give a shit. Okay, I'm just upset at the idea that this company had John Cena's retirement to lean on, and they said, "What if we went for some wow factor?
What if we did something different that people don't want, actually?"
Right. What and what if it was The Rock's idea, but it actually wasn't? And then Triple H was like, "Well, John Cena's he loves this," and John Cena's like, "I just do what I'm told, buddy."
But
This
Scotty, we do all this stuff.
sucks.
We do all this stuff, but we need something for Travis Scott to do.
We gotta. Thank God. Like, okay, this is what the company does. They put out a note to try to get people excited.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, like this person might return. Oh, this person might return. Oh, there's gonna be a
hoodie. Someone in a black hoodie gonna stomp.
There's gonna be a big. There's going to be a big tease for what the WrestleMania main events are going to be in the War Games. Do you know what the big tease is? It's going to be Roman Reigns saying, "That's the last time we're ever teaming, Cody." That's the big tease for your WrestleMania main event. You
Roman
losers.
winning the Rumble?
Who cares? Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's in Saudi Arabia. No one's going to watch.
Look, I'll say this. I do mostly agree with you. I think
we are, because we don't have anything else to do, I guess. We suck.
Yeah. Thank God a year where I don't have to lose. The Rumble.
We have to watch it.
I know.
What else are we going to cover?
I don't know.
You're missing WrestleMania week, which we're not even covered WrestleMania, right?
Well, I don't know if I'll miss WrestleMania week now that we moved to Tuesdays.
Just retire from WWE?
We'll figure. We have to
after John Cena. Why don't we retire with John Cena? Because personally, I think WWE's dead after that.
Well, then we got to retire of AJ Styles. Then we got to retire of Chris Jericho. Allegedly.
All right, let's. I'm gonna dial it back. I got my angry Survivor Series take. Yeah. By the way, the best. No,
I'm trying for 5 minutes.
The best match was the one that had 17 run-ins because John Cena pops me. It wasn't even a match. It was a segment.
You're probably right. I think that's right.
Well, the women's title match was bad. The War Games were not good. So correct. Anyways, my last thing I'm going to say here. I'm going to dial it back. We're not going to ever be able to get rid of WWE full because this part's actually entertaining for both of us. It's the watching part I don't like to do anymore. Yes. Like, I enjoyed watching John. That was great. I had a great time with John. I had a great time with John the past couple months. You know who's not here after December 13th? John.
Yeah. There's also an argument of like, do we provide a service to our listeners who don't want to watch WWE but want to be informed?
We do. We keep them up to date. You're welcome, everyone.
And even that, we're dying at the vine here.
You know, I have another thing.
Whenever I can respond, just let me know when I can respond to your takes.
This is my last thing. I want it to be watchable.
Yeah, we all do.
I stress this enough.
Not a take. I can extend it to wrestling globally.
Well, that's true. But some people just want WWE to just burn, right? And which, okay, sure. I want it to be watchable. Like, there's a time that we have had this podcast where it's like, yeah, I'm keeping up and WrestleMania was good. Like, I said that once, probably, maybe, kind of.
I would say like this beginning of this year to a degree, right?
When's the last time we said a WWE pay-per-view is good?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's
been a year of this.
What's my highest rated WWE pay-per-view? That's a good question. Let's see.
Please tell me. I hope you say Survivor Series.
I don't think I have. I haven't set it up for Survivor Series. Crown Jewel in Perth. I think that was
Give me
Perth.
A second. I need to remember what that show was.
Rhea Ripley was on it in a tag match. I want to say
with EO.
With EO. Let's see. That
Crown Jewel 20.
Oh, it had
John
Cena versus AJ Styles.
That was fun.
Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. This was Seth Rollins.
That wasn't fun.
Cut a promo saying that he was the best wrestler in the world as he's going to be out forever.
Oh, this is your highest rated show. That's tough.
I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's a great show.
And I'm not saying there's a lot to pick from. So
no, I think I got the John Cena Styles match as the best one. And even then,
was that even a debate though? From that show?
No, but it's like even then, it's like
I had a great time with that match.
Yeah,
sue me.
That is my 22nd highest rated show of the year.
So I'm gonna let you respond now. I just want to say, rant over. Most of that was just like me thinking of things along the way. Go ahead, Ryan. I'm gonna shut up for the next 10 minutes.
So I largely agree with you, Scotty. Is that like I think that look, as much as you and I did not care for the bloodline, I think it's like fair to say that Triple H, because of I don't know something going on, Triple H was handed the book. Triple H was handed the book, and he was ultimately given a golden goose in the bloodline. He was given like a ready-made thing that was ready to explode at any moment, in terms of like the next wave. He was already handed the Cody Rhodes boom of the WWE was already doing on a boom, on the upswing, right? Triple H comes in, and his job is to just land the plane, right? And I think he, for the most part, effectively did. I think we can both agree that he did a good job of at least landing the plane.
He booked other things better than Vince did, like the non-major story, you know?
And I think that's the big part.
It became watchable.
Let's say this. The best thing that Triple H has done was finishing the stories. Huh?
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
The problem with Triple H, at least right now,
starting the story.
He is not creative enough to start interesting stories anyway. The stuff that you've been mentioning, and I think this is the bigger issue of Triple H's booking and why Delirious is a better booker. No.
You won't go that far.
Is that Triple H is not, and his AI writing team is not creative enough because, and this is why it does feel like AI. It's because he just continuously regurgitates, whatever I'm trying to say.
I know what you meant.
The same exact thing over and over and over again. He does not have any new ideas. This is the problem with a lot of bookers of old. They burn through all of their ideas. He burned through all of his ideas booking stuff in NXT. He has no new ideas left. That's kind of why Vince started.
Bookers do.
That's why Vince brought in writers, because he needed people to come up with new ideas. That's why Tony Khan brought in outside people, because he needed someone to generate ideas. That's why Triple H is interested in AI booking, because he hears that AI booking can generate stuff for him. The thing he needs the most right now is to generate ideas so that he can finish writing the rest of the story. He is a guy that is ultimately in a writing room setting. He is a guy that can potentially punch up a script. He is a potential, let's say, a script doctor. He knows how to probably take a good enough fine story and bump it up a little bit. And that even that, Scotty, I think that is losing the juice, because I think we can both agree that a lot of his ideas lately feel like they come from another American company that is doing similar stories nowadays. I don't know. I don't have the vision for that sort of thing. But it feels like a lot of these things are just different variations on stuff that is currently happening in other American companies. And I don't think he is plussing them anymore as a script doctor. I don't think he is plussing these stories. I don't think he has that fastball anymore. He is rapidly losing the ability to be a booker. And I think truly the WWE fans are turning on him, and they are going to leave him. And that is why the attendance and the ratings, and why Netflix, WWE is Raw is outside the top 10 for Netflix, ignoring Stranger Things. That's why attendance for SmackDown and all these shows keeps dropping and dropping. That is why stuff is turning away. It's because WWE fans are realizing that he no longer has these fastballs. He's losing his curveballs. He's losing all these other variations of pitches. He has nothing left in the tank. And that is why he's trying to turn to AI and all this other bullshit, because no other ideas.
And I'll just say this. The people that he has as the go-tos have long run out of juice.
Yeah.
You know, Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Long ago ran out of juice. He's one of the he leads the main story on Raw. And I'm sure he has a lot of the creative ideas that go into the same nonsense every single week. Seth Rollins is essentially Triple H now. We've talked about this. Yeah. When he was on TV, he would have the big, long, lumbering promo to kick off Monday Night Raw. And on SmackDown, that's Road Dogg. Road Dogg's never been good at his job. We know this. Road Dogg stunk with Vince. Road Dogg stinks with Triple H. It doesn't matter who he does it with. So like, it's not like he's putting people around him to help him that are good.
And that's why bringing in Tony Khan as like a new voice in the wrestling space is so interesting.
And
that's why Tony Khan bringing in like someone like Will Washington is so interesting to me. Is someone
but
that
to
can,
bring up the Tony Khan point, Tony Khan brought in writers, and the product was taking a little dip. So what did he do? He had to take back over.
Yes. Yeah, because the people that generally took over are the people that have been writing and booking wrestling storylines for the past roughly 2 decades, a decade and a half. Jimmy Jacobs, prime example, a guy that's been booking for at least a decade.
And we know he's cooked.
Yeah. Bring in new, fresh voices, young voices that are Will Washington. Look at the fucking Deadlock Pro. One of the best things people said about that indie is that they were actually booking storylines. Those are 3 new voices that are booking professional wrestling that are new voices to this space in the past decades, Scotty.
I gotta laugh at the idea of Triple H signing the DPW fellas.
I know. John Blood wearing a suit.
I think, okay, so like the funny part is, right, this isn't just a WWE conversation in the present day. We're watching New Japan be like, hey, can we get rid of Gato? Because who's more cooked than Triple H? Gato.
Yes.
By far, right?
Yes.
Like, it's not just a Triple H thing. I think this is just an overall conversation of the bookers all being the same, especially in the biggest companies. It's why AEW is still considered the freshest, right? Because Tony is still very new, considerably compared to Gato, compared to Triple H. Because people could say like, oh, well, Triple H has only been running like the WWE main roster booking for a few years, but like you said, he was doing NXT booking for about a decade before that.
Yeah.
He's been at it for 15 years. And by the way, he was also booking his bullshit back in the day. Like, that's the thing. And we've said enough about Delirious. I don't need to bring him up again.
But even then, Delirious has been booking for like over a decade.
And he stunk, right? Like, that's why, like, I've been thinking about this, and I'm thinking, like, what is WWE going to do to change things up and throw a different curveball? I don't think, and you say AI because that was the report, and that's probably what they're trying right now. It's not working. Or some sort of using AI to help them morph an idea. Whatever it is, they're probably using it in some form.
Yeah.
And it's not working. So where did they go? What is to bring interest? Because right now they're just going back to Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. A match, the WWE World Championship has been between these two for 6 years.
Do you think WWE fans would be interested in these new Peacock fans? Do you think they truly would be interested in Roman winning the Rumble and facing Cody again? I think yes, to a degree.
Probably, but I don't think it's because of like the matchup. I just think it's because they like Roman.
Yeah.
Like, I think Roman is around so little that it almost keeps him fresh.
I think if you polled a bunch of Peacock WB fans,
right,
are you more excited for WrestleMania of Roman versus Cody or Punk versus Braun Breaker?
They're gonna pick Cody and Roman.
I don't know. I feel like you're going to get a good amount Braun Breaker votes because I think there's going to be people that are interested.
Peacock fans?
Yeah, I would say maybe.
It's probably closer than you think, but I still think Roman wins out.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I would say maybe like 75-25, maybe 70-30.
They're
maybe closer than that.
And I think, listen, I'd pick Punk and Breaker because Breakers are new, and I think they need new. Exactly. That's another big WWE problem. A lot of these people are just the same.
Yes.
They're main eventing every show with Jey Uso. Yes. Jey Uso's not good. Jey Uso's bad. It's why I watched this show, right? I watched this show. Thank you. I watched this show, and I see it all with star power, right? From beginning to end. It's full with star power, undeniable, objective star power. We can't deny that.
Yeah.
But who are the most interesting people to me on this show? It is Dominic Mysterio.
Yes. Yeah,
And objectively, it is Braun Breaker. Like, I'm watching Braun Breaker in that ring. I'm like, he should pin. I said it watching the match. I was like, the one thing this match should do is have Braun Breaker pin someone to win.
Yeah.
Because, they don't. That's how they end their war
And
games.
to a degree, that's what happened.
It did, but they soiled that too. But, like, this is my point. Every other name in that main event is old news.
Yeah.
CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, the Usos, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are new, and Logan Paul is not real. Like,
these are majority of people that are past their prime.
Right.
And I think the big problem that wrestling has nowadays, especially WWE, is really largely, I think, only maybe WWE. New Japan doesn't really have this problem. They have almost a different issue. Is they have too many people that are past their prime.
And this is another thing I thought about. So if Logan Paul is in this match, it's because Seth would have been in this match.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker would have been the youngest wrestler by 7 years in the entire match.
If Seth Rollins was in it?
Wait 1 second. Let me check the age of one Bronson Reed. He actually would have been 9 years as the youngest.
If Seth was in?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Logan's young still. He's like 31.
Yeah.
But Braun Breaker is by far the youngest still. Either way, even if he's in it. But that's my point. The bookers are old fashioned
and running out of ideas.
The wrestlers have been at the center point forever or have feuded with the same people. This story of CM Punk versus Seth Rollins still existed despite Seth Rollins not being here. We saw it in the end of the match. The curb stop was the damn stupid move they did.
Yeah.
Because CM Punk, they've been feuding since Punk came back.
They are continuing the Rollins-Punk feud through the stomp, even if it's going to be, spoilers alert, Austin Theory. Even if it's going to be Austin Theory, the fact that they did a stomp and not whatever the hell Theory's move is they are continuing the Punk Rollins feud, and that's why I said WrestleMania being Punk and Rollins is because my read is Bronson Reed makes sense as potentially winning it, but by him also not getting a true pin also told me that he's not winning the title in January, and that it will just be Seth Rollins coming back or something, assuming he can come back.
And that's I honestly, that's the perfect illustration. They have Braun Breaker take out Seth Rollins, right? That big angle that excited people.
Yeah.
They pivoted. And then what do? They keep him out of the world title match. Because, he's not ready. Yeah. What do you mean he's not ready? People are excited for this.
Yeah.
They're back to the Vince McMahon problem of not pushing youth. But they don't push youth. They even have like the Mark Henrys of the world going on saying, in 15 years, Javon Evans is going to be. What do you mean 15 years?
Yeah.
He should be great tomorrow.
Yes.
I think that's the big problem with WWE. Everything is way too hesitant, way too old-fashioned. And old-fashioned in a way of like the people that are thinking are still, they're just old. Like they're just out of ideas.
Yeah.
When
the people in charge are old and out of ideas. Where have I heard that before?
It's the same thing. It's a rotating clock.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that WWE fans, now I'm not going to defend it because I don't watch it outside of a match here or there, but like WWE fans like NXT sometimes, or at least I see them talk about it more, because while he's in that time, Shawn Michaels is new at booking.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not saying I don't know if he's doing good stuff. I could not tell you what he's doing.
No, but he's a new voice. He's a voice that hasn't been in the booking room, booking office, ostensively, like in ever.
He didn't join booking until after Triple H was canned from NXT.
Yeah.
He didn't come around till Triple H took back over, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I want to say like 2022, 2023.
Right, so he's still very new, so maybe that's part of it. Ultimately, what we are landing on here is that this show was the epitome of old ideas reign true. They're not ready to push new people. Yes, like I said, the only good thing on this show, I guess Stephanie Vaquer beating Nikki Bella is a good thing, but like no one remembers this match. No, it's an afterthought. Mm-hmm. It was a TV title match on, like, that's how it was treated. Um,
Yeah, and the thing is that they need to come up with new ideas because this is based on attendance and ratings and everything. This is not going to last long.
yeah,
And we're obviously, we're heading around to Royal Rumble season, and this is obviously a period in time where things tend to
yeah,
drop off for them, anyways, business wise. So we'll see how things potentially pick up next year for them for
yeah,
Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season. But like, you need new ideas, and if the idea right now, as we believe it will be, is Cody Roman, and I think the plan, whether or not it happens, I think the plan is Punk Rollins. That is
yeah.
not none of that is a new idea.
Nope.
None of that is a
It
new
is
idea, and that is not
rinse
interesting,
and
not
repeat.
fascinating, and I do not. I mean, am I
I
interested?
wouldn't
Like, no.
I wouldn't hesitate. And they'll probably be like, "Oh, well, we gave Jey Uso the world title. That was a new idea." The guy's 40. The guy's been around forever.
Yeah,
And you waited till after his peak popularity, by the way.
yeah. And we even talk about how these War Games matches are just Royal Rumbles nowadays.
Oh, the War Game's terrible. And
Yeah.
I've said that forever. And like my ultimate final take
But you've also
is,
complained about like the structure of the War Games and like the
oh,
match structure.
this
But
is extra
WWE makes
lazy
some
now.
WWE has made them entrance fests like the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, it's an entrance fest.
Yeah.
Well, when you're in a stadium, what's the point?
The
We're
Yeet,
not
I guess.
touche. Um,
40,000
I
45,000 strong eating their hearts out.
my lone positive from this show is Dominic. That is my lone positive.
That's fair.
Like, like, was his match good? No, it was a run-in fest.
I went 2.5.
Right. But like, was the job accomplished?
Yeah.
Yep. Right? He fakes the injury, people freak out, right? Because they took it. And to follow this, I thought people bring up like, well, people didn't like when Billy Starks did it a few whatever ago. I was like, that's true. That's true. I also never liked it when Brian Danielson would do it, for what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it when they did it here. But was it good? Was it well done by a heel? Yes. It was well done by a heel. And I can give him credit. He's the only person I'm going to give credit on this entire show. Well, besides John Cena, because I don't know if this match works against anyone else. And I said to myself, I can't believe they're wasting John Cena's last pay-per-view match for this. And then I said to myself,
No,
actually, yeah, I can.
this is
It's
exactly
not a
right.
waste. It's not a waste. He's
Yeah.
putting over the next generation. He's the only person that I'd argue put over the next generation on this entire show, despite Braun Baker pinning CM Punk, because like you said, it wasn't a real pin.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, it's like someone like Braun Breaker versus John Cena should be like the Saturday Night's main event match. I'm not positive it's not going to happen, obviously.
Should have been Oba or Braun Breaker. That's it.
And I truly think that one's going to be Gunther when all said's done. When we talk about it next week,
Night.
better not be. I will. It will be LA Knight, but it should be Gunther. But yeah, so I think it's just like one of those things where it's like Gunther is like 38. He's already super old, and he shouldn't. That's not a new young guy, but like in WWE world, he's kind of a young guy to a degree, But yeah, it's an interesting. Dominic, the matches should be the thing that happened here, and I do agree that I'm glad it happened, and obviously a lot of shenanigans, but it was perfectly fine.
I mean, the only person that's making, so for those who don't know, the John Cena retirement show was gonna, Triple H wanted to just be about John. That was the report. And John decided, no, I want the future to be showcased on my show.
Yeah.
Lord knows Triple H didn't want to do that. Like,
because
that
show
show,
Scotty, that sounds like he has to come up with ideas.
right? I'm sure John's booking the entire show.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
He's probably handpicking the people he wants involved on it at this point, right?
Yeah.
And Gunther was him just being like, "Yeah, I'll put over whoever you want. I don't care about that." But like, again, that's the difference between.
And he's like, "Well, Goldberg really wanted to wrestle Gunther, and we could continue that idea of Gunther as this like retirement killer."
Which is fine. I like Gunther, so like, I'm not gonna be like sit here and mad. And Gunther's still young enough, like that's not, and new enough. I mean, he's 38, but most of the people we just talked about in that War Games match was 40. So.
That's what I'm saying. Gunther is like there's like a new brain idea with Gunther. Is that he feels young even though he isn't.
Yeah. This show is bad. The worst major show of the year.
Anything to say about the
I
women's War Games match? I mean, Becky Lynch. I don't know.
no.
AJ Lee
Um,
wrestling again.
like AJ was very, very protected. And by the way, rest in peace to Larry. I saw that he passed away. The
Yeah,
dog,
yeah.
CM Punk and AJ's dog, which was very sad. I was like, this is for like,
Mhm.
seeing
Mhm.
Larry all the time. No, this was just a means to, again, this is the problem with war games. All this is thrown together. None of it actually matters.
Yeah, the show stunk.
Yep.
Who cares? The next big show will be next week, so I guess we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it
Yeah. I
next
mean,
week.
we're not gonna, as much as I want to sometimes, we're not gonna stop talking about WWE because it's WWE. We've said this many times.
Yeah,
But we're not gonna stress talking about these shows to a point where it's like the
it's
main event for us
it's
ever.
nice. I do like this structure of popping in for like the big shows,
Yeah.
SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. Because it
Until
does,
until further notice, that's what it should be.
yeah, it does allow us to pop in and give sort of a state of WWE conversation as like a
Yeah.
worldview scope of things. We don't really have to go match by match, but we can go like as we just did 30 minutes on like this is what's happening with WB right now. This is the
Right.
problems, this is what's happening. Or these are the good things, but how often is that going to be? Let's move on and talk about a company that should also be built around the young. So let's see how many young folks are on this one, Scotty. Ring of Honor Final Battle happening in Columbus, Ohio, the Greater Columbus Convention Center this Friday, December 5th. I assume on, well, I was good to say on Ring of Honor television, but I do know that Tony Khan has enjoyed Ring of Honor airing live on YouTube, even though he had to do that because the streams all died. So there's a chance this will also be on YouTube for free. So be on the lookout for that, kids. But I presume it'll
I
be
think
on
it'd be
Ring of Honor
smart.
television, the streaming service. I don't know if there is
Honor Club?
Honor Club. Thank you. I forgot the name. So we'll see. We'll see. I know Tony Khan
Oh yeah, it's
has
on there. It's already on there.
is on where Honor Club.
Yeah, it's telling you to subscribe.
Perfect. Yeah, I imagine he'll be on Honor Club, but as I said, Tony Khan has spoken positively about the YouTube stuff, so maybe it would be a good idea. I don't know, but I suspect it'll be Honor Club for sure. Let's talk about the card here, Scotty.
It's definitely a card.
It's definitely a card. And look, it's like every Ring of Honor show before. We always start our previews saying this is definitely a card, and then it ends up being a good to great show, I would say. I mean, obviously there's some stinkers here and there, but I'd say a good to great show.
Here's a real question.
Mhm.
Where's Paul Walterhauser?
He'll show up. As you said, as you found out, Dalton Castle's in one of these matches, so he'll show up as a
I gave you a
peacock later.
free opening to name his latest TV or movie, and you just
I don't freaking know what his latest TV movie is.
he was in Fantastic Four.
Yeah. What did we talk about Fantastic Four on this podcast yet?
I couldn't do that. Came out months ago.
Yeah. But that movie stunk.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I hated it.
Wow, I didn't hate
Hated
it.
it. Hated it. I think Pedro Pascal was such incredibly bad casting for
Wow.
what they wanted to, for what the script needed.
I
Um,
see. Yeah.
that it was not good. It looks like his latest movie was probably Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere.
Oh, that comes out. That already came out.
Yes, that has already come out. That came out somewhere. His movies this year were fantastic. I haven't seen Springsteen yet, but Fantastic Four, Naked Gun, and Springsteen are the three movies that he had this year. He's currently filming Resident Evil, directed by Zach Krager, the director of Weapons. Excited for that one? We don't do horror movies. Anyways, Ring of Honor Final Battle. Let's talk about it. This is for I didn't realize these were vacant, but of course I'm not fully following Ring of Honor. The vacant Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. Hold on. This is an interesting thing, knowing that who's also in the world title match. We'll get to that. Ring of Honor World Tag Team title for the vacant titles. I think it's vacant because Rush is injured, I believe. Sammy Guevara and the Beast Mordos versus Adam Priest and Tommy Billington. Do we have any takes? Adam Priest, Tommy Billington.
Why is Sammy Guevara going for the titles again?
Because he was the champion with Roosh, and with Roosh injured, they vacated the titles, but he's challenging for again with Beast Mordos. Okay. It's not the world title, so I'd say that's
isn't
good.
this his third time becoming? He's going for the world title.
Oh, you're right. You are right.
That's my point. Why is he wrestling twice?
Is this his third time? Yes. If he wins, this will be his third run. He would be the last 3 Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, I believe, Scotty. He will be with Dustin. He will be with Roosh, and he will be with Beast Mortos if he wins. The Christopher Daniels, apparently, of Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Put it on Adam Priest and Tommy Billington. Young guys. How old is Adam Priest? He can't be that old. 29. Yeah, put him on young guys. Why not? Tommy Billington, he's 23. That could be fun. I think it's a fun new idea. 30-minute non-title Iron Man match. Lee Moriarty versus Nigel McGuinness. Scotty, that should be a good one.
Nigel's old. You were asking about new young people who can talk.
That's true.
So I had to bring it up. Yeah, no, I'm excited for that match. Though, to be fair, last time I watched Nigel, I was not thrilled. So we will see. Though I like Lee Moriarty. Was it him and Zach that I didn't like? Yeah, it was him and Zach.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very specific style, though. So
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I think their
really like
title matches have been good.
I really like Lee Moriarty. I'll say it. I think he's better than Daniel Garcia, and I felt that way for a long time.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Dude, Daniel Garcia, every time he shows up, I'm like, oh, what a geek. I never said this to you, but he looks like the troubled kid in high school. Like, you know what I mean? Like with the shorts and everything. With the shorts and the sweatshirt. I'm like, oh, you're that kid in high school that like hates school and just shows up late.
His personality is that he hates school. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's putting it on.
Yeah, he like hates AEW.
Yeah, I'm so over Daniel Garcia.
They should put him in Ring of Honor. Truthfully,
we haven't done. I don't know when we do this, but we haven't done our AEW pillars sort of.
Dial it up. Do it.
The conversation about Sammy Guevara and
don't we have like a young talent? Like it's all of them. Do you have the notes?
I think we have the notes. I'm looking for the notes.
He's looking for the notes, folks.
You're just gonna have to stall as I find it. The problem is I don't know what the notes were called.
On the same notes as the New Japan ones.
You think if I just type in Sammy Guevara, I can get there?
Just type in Takeshita and it'll get you there. I know
it. All right. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. It was all the way down at the bottom for AEW stuff.
Told you.
All right, here we go. Get out of here. Everybody get out of here. Everybody calm down and everybody get out of here.
All right, see it.
How do I All right. I'm gonna share my screen.
Hold on. My friend just texted me out of the blue, sending me a clip that said, enjoy 30 seconds of William Regal calling Umaga Umanga. And he goes, and my friend goes, did he ever say why he did this?
I don't think he has.
Holy shit. I'm supposed to be able to read that?
Can I zoom in on this? No.
Why?
I don't know. I'll put us over here.
There you go.
Get rid of the Ring Post Radio. Ding. All right. So I don't know when we wrote these, but I'll keep them here so we can see the stuff. So
is there anyone you want to add?
So we have here Takeshita, Bandito, Fletcher, Knight, Hologram. Hologram almost sticks out like a sore thumb, but I'm keeping it here. Moriarty, Garcia, Nick Wayne, Wheeler Yuta.
Nick Wayne hasn't done shit since this list because he got hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if there's anyone to add real quick.
I don't want to add Speedball.
He's not young.
Yeah. I don't think there's anyone else to really add.
It's youth. Commander? Huh? Commander's really young.
Yeah, but he was also just injured.
He's 26 though.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I'm not moved
You
moved.
put hologram on here.
I don't know when we wrote this, but 100% you probably are you hologram. Go on.
I don't even like hologram.
You don't like hologram? His name's hologram.
You
All right.
got me.
All right.
Yeah, there's no other youth here. What am I kidding? Remember Action and Andretti? Holy shit.
Who?
Holy shit.
All right,
Yeah,
Scotty.
they haven't added a young wrestler in a decade. All right, we're cool.
All right.
Why is Takeshita on here?
What's that?
Why is Takeshita on here? Is Hook on here?
Hook is not on here.
Can we get him on here? He's got to be on here. He told me he was the greatest second generation wrestler in the history of the business. Oh, Kevin Knight's on here. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. Who are you adding at number 1?
All right, number 1, Bandito.
Oh, baby. Great year for Bandito. Who's number 2?
Shit.
Yeah, number 2 is a hard spot, I think.
Well, I'm between 2.
I'm probably Bandito as well.
Oh, I love Takeshita. I love Fletcher. They're the correct top 3.
Correct.
I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you that much, yeah.
I'll still go with Takeshita because he's had the stronger year. Mostly early part of the year.
I assume Fletcher is 3.
Yeah.
Because I'm a stan. Fletcher at 2. Takeshita at 3.
Stan or simp? Sorry.
Tomatoes.
Kevin Knight stays.
Kevin Knight stays. Looking at my thing. Yeah,
wait a minute.
Kevin Knight stays.
No, I'm not going to put Takeshita. I almost put Takeshita at 4 and move those 2 up. I almost got crazy. And then I'm like, no, I really like Takeshita. I actually really like him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
there's something about Takeshita's latter half of the year that just hasn't.
It's kind of stunk.
It's not stunk isn't the word, but it hasn't moved me.
You know what? Fuck it. Put Takeshita 4th.
Wow. Can you believe it, folks?
And no, I can't put Kevin Knight 4th, but 2nd, but I really want to. What did you just do to my list? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like to be different.
Yeah. Who's after Takeshita?
Give me Big Lee Moriarty.
Big Moriarty fan.
Barely watch him, but anytime I do, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Pick from the injured and Daniel Garcia.
I'm gonna go Moriarty. I'm gonna go Moriarty as well.
That's all we have left is injured and Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Utah.
And Hook. Don't forget we're adding Hook.
Oh right, Hook's here. Who's next?
Hook number 1.
I can still put hologram. But hologram.
Yeah. Hologram.
Dude's out for the 19th time. Put him.
I'm gonna put Yuta.
We have fun here.
I'm gonna put Yuta next.
I just want to point out how bad this looks on the horizontal.
With the visual?
Look at it. Do you have it on the left?
Yeah. Oh, on the mobile? Yeah, good luck.
Nothing. You put Yuta
on mobile.
So here's the thing. I don't really like Wheeler Yuta, but he's undeniably a better wrestler than Daniel Garcia in current form.
Yeah, I think also his latter half of the year has been like solid enough, and like the crowd's really against him, and in a good way.
Yeah, that's true. He's kind of like the how do I say this? Like the cheap version of a knockoff version of Dominic.
Sure. He does have a Dom energy about him. That's true.
He does. It's an energy you just have, you know.
It's almost like the crowd is demanding youth.
I'm probably gonna put Wheeler Utah next.
Utah?
Not because I want to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna put hologram.
I thought you were putting Hook. I was like, what?
No. So what do we got left? We got Nick Wayne, Danny Garcia,
allegations,
and Hook. Nick Wayne, Daniel Garcia, and Hook.
Oh boy,
I think that's both of us have that for.
I'll say this. Daniel Garcia has been saved from dead last.
That's because you're adding Hook.
Correct.
So it's Wayne. It's Wayne Garcia.
I'm going to put Wayne. Yeah, Wayne was doing some good work before. It's all caps, Hook.
My apologies, sir.
Adding Hook.
I'm gonna go
The
Wayne
exact same.
Hook
Oh no!
Garcia. I'm so over Daniel Garcia.
I agree, but like he's still probably a better wrestler than Hook, right?
I think so. I think
Like Hook's not good.
I think Hook is ML Dub for me.
By the way, for what it's worth, if we counted him, Big Shotty would be over both of them.
Oh, Big Shotty's over Bandito, baby. He's Big Shotty.
I do love. Hey, we actually love Big Shotty here.
We're big Big Shotty guys.
They don't, but we do.
Big. I'm vanilla, baby.
Wait a minute. Why is Jack Perry not on here?
Oh yeah, well, because I think we purposely did not put like Perry, MJF,
we didn't put
Darby.
we didn't put. Yeah. For what it's worth, Guevara would also be under Daniel Garcia for me. Thank you.
Look, we're big vanilla baby fans over here. Big Blake Christian fans.
Vanilla baby. Has El Clon wrestled yet?
No, I don't think he has. I think they're purposely waiting for I think they want his debut match to be against Hologram. That's my guess.
Did you know James Drake is on the roster page?
Good for him.
I just learned this.
So our lists are: you have Bandito, Fletcher, Knight, Takeshita, Moriarty, Hologram, Yuta, Wayne, Garcia, Hook. I have Bandito, Fletcher, Takeshita, Knight, Moriarty, Yuta, Hologram, Wayne, Hook, Garcia. Basically, I believe the big movers and shakers for both of our lists are, I mean, obviously adding Hook, but to the bottom, it didn't really matter for you. Bandito moving up, Fletcher moving, or Takeshita moving way down.
It's not his
Yuta
fault.
Moving way up.
Actually, it probably is his fault, actually. But Bandito deserves number one.
Yeah. Hologram moving down for both. Well, mostly for me. I dropped Hologram more than you did, in all honesty. So
there wasn't, for what it's worth, there's not really a good list underneath to pick from. So
that's fair. That is fair.
You know what I was? I'd like to do a women's one to put Julia Hart last.
I like to do a women's one to put Sky Blue last.
Nah, Julia Hart's way worse. You see that moonsault? She does the Charlotte now.
I know. Poor her. Is the thing on the mobile again? How do you turn that off?
Poor her. She did it. Whoa! How did I do that?
How did I do that? I don't know how to turn this thing off. You figured it out before. We'll figure it out again. All right, perfect. Okay, we got to finish up this. Ricochet
on the roster page. Sorry.
Ricochet national title match. Right before we went on, we saw that it was Dalton Castle. It's gonna be the challenger. That's definitely a Ring of Honor challenge if I've ever seen one. So yeah, it's good enough. It's what it is.
It won't be a good match.
It'll be fine. Ricochet's
doesn't mean good.
The Ring of Honor Women's Pure Title Tournament Finals.
Do we have a final?
According to Wikipedia, we still have the semifinals to go. I'm sure that's on Ring of Honor television happening right now for this week.
It's not.
The semifinals are Queen Aminata and Deonna Purrazzo versus each other, and then Billy Starks versus Yuka Sakazaki. So I have no idea if that has been updated in any way, shape, or form, but those are the last informations that I have. So good luck, folks.
Hey, Zeta Steele arrived in Ring of Honor.
She has finally?
Yeah, just now.
Oh, good for her.
The real deal, Zeta Steele. Shouts out.
Ring of Honor World 6-man tag team title match. Shane Taylor Promotions, Carly Bravo, Shane Taylor, Sean Dean versus Skyflight, Scorpio Sky, Dante Martin, Darius Martin. You switch the titles, it doesn't really matter.
Did you say Scorpio Sky in the year 2025?
Yeah, he was on Dynamite, I think, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did they lose?
Of course.
I'm so happy they have a title match in Ring of Honor.
Top Flight could be on that list as well with a bunch of the young guns, and I think they are
at the bottom too.
They're at the bottom too. They're above Garcia for me, but they're at the bottom.
Who isn't? By the sounds of it, Hook is. Everyone is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This. You know what? I'll say it. This will be pretty good.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty good. I do agree.
I like Shane Taylor Promotions. Always have.
Me too.
Shout out Bishop Khan.
Real ones know Shane Taylor is pretty good.
Where's
Shout
Kenny
out.
King?
Can you name the other guy that teamed with Bishop Khan? Shane Taylor Promotions.
Oh God, no. Oh, Anthony Ogogo?
Anthony Ogogo is wrong. He is currently a member of the Shane Taylor Promotions,
Oh,
Scotty,
okay.
in the Ring of Honor era. And of course,
Oh,
was Moses.
Moses. I remember that guy. He was huge.
They also brought it. They also had O'Shea Edwards.
That guy rocked.
Yeah. That guy's
Bring
pretty
back
good.
the OGs. Where are they? They were old.
Ring of Honor Women's World TV title match. I believe this is a repeat because I think it was on Dynamite a couple weeks ago. Mercedes Moné versus Red Velvet.
Why are we doing a rematch? Why wouldn't we do someone new?
I don't know, especially after we already determined the interim. So
right.
Not entirely sure why we were doing this match, but whatever.
I mean, Mercedes wins.
Yeah, obviously. Ring of Honor Women's World Title match. Speaking about the champion winning, Athena versus Persephone.
I will say this with every part of my being: Persephone should win 100%. I do not care about Athena's stupid title reign anymore.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Persephone is an exciting young talent.
Persephone's not going to win, but I don't think you're wrong.
She's awesome. Give her the belt.
Athena, again, we are long
God forbid you give one of your belts to your partners for once.
We are long past anyone caring about this world title belt, I think.
We are over a year past.
Over 2
years. I would argue 2, yeah. Remember when Willow challenged for the belt in that awesome match like 2.5 years ago?
There have been so many off-ramps that we're refusing to take.
For what it's worth, Willow still hasn't become AEW Women's World Champion either.
That was also part of the hope, is like, oh, this is something to do since she's not going to be the world champion anytime soon. Here we are.
We were right.
Here we are. Maybe going to be the inaugural tag champion.
Yay.
A lot of it is hope. And then finally, the main event, a world title survival of the fittest match. Now, I think this stipulation is greatly interesting to me, Scotty.
I just wish. Oh! You just reminded me of something incredible. Continue, and then I'll tell you.
Survival of the fittest, of course, is a 6-man elimination match. Yes. Genuinely find this fascinating because that means Bandito could lose the title without properly losing. It gives us an off-ramp for Bandito to lose the title.
You have to get pinned, though, no?
Yeah, I guess he would. You're right. He would have to get pinned, which I would imagine would then become that person would probably be the champion, or go on to be a champion probably.
Yeah.
And I find that truly fascinating because I think it's plausible.
That it's Vanilla Baby?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Vanilla Baby, actually. Blake Christian. I know the 6 members are obviously Bandito, Vanilla Baby, Blake Christian, Commander, Sammy Guevara, Hechicero, and the Beast Mortos. Honestly, Hechicero, by the way, 2 baby.
We were one guy away. We were one guy away from this match being perfect.
2 baby faces in this match. Commander and Bandito, which is fascinating to me. But I think this is a way that you could put the title on Hechicero. I find that truly fascinating and plausible. Commander, I think, is also won a previous Survival of the Fittest match, so that's something. So things to think about. What do you think about this world title match?
Well, first of all, Survival of the Fittest rules. Remember the one Kyle Fletcher won?
Yeah,
that was sick.
Yeah.
I love Survival of the Fittest. I think 5 out of 6 are going to be good in this match.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
Can't believe I have to watch him twice on the show again.
Every Ring of Honor show. I love again because it's so true.
Like, I don't know the need to make him wrestle multiple times. But everyone does flips and high flying, and Mortos and Hechicero will be great bases.
This should be a good one.
But the thing I saw someone tweet, why are we doing Survival of the Fittest? Why aren't we just doing Bandito versus Blake Christian?
This is your own Twitter? This is your own Twitter, Scotty?
It's actually my
This is your shadow account, your ghost account, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I couldn't remember the term, so that's why I froze. It would be cool if
This is from
like
your Finsta.
it'd be cool if like Commander or Hetchy won.
Yeah, I think those are if Bandito's not winning, which I can see an argument. Obviously, I think I'm fine with Bandito winning, but I could see an argument of him losing. My picks are Hechicero. I mean, and then it's ultimately Beast Mortis, but I'm not too confident in him winning. And then Commander,
And then Blake Christian.
and then it's Blake Christian, and then Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara.
This is my time to shine. Something.
Oh God. This match was originally supposed to be Roosh versus Bandito.
Yeah, and then it just
That would have fucking ruled.
That would have fucking ruled. Which I mean, the fact that it would have been Roosh makes me think maybe
that would have
I don't know, maybe they work with the title on Roosh.
that would have brought us back to the glory days, Ryan, of the beginning of Ring Post Radio, where we were singing the praises of COVID Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Out.
Hey, look, they're focusing on Lucha all year. They've been focusing on Lucha with the help of Bandito.
Hey,
so
that's all I'm asking.
We were asking for that for years, and Ring of Honor was great this year.
Bandito wins, and Ryan, I just realized that Thanksgiving was last week. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving.
I did. I made pork chops. For dinner. My in-laws were in town, so we made. I'm not brave enough to make a Thanksgiving turkey yet, or a Thanksgiving ham.
My next question was like, do you not like turkey? Is that the reason? I know a lot of people do that. You just said you weren't brave enough. So
yes, I don't know if I don't know if I can get this on camera because it's from my phone.
Is it a pork chop? It's a what? That looks like dead bees. All right, now I see it. Now it looks good. It looked like a bunch of dead bees because it was blurry. So you did all the other Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah, so we had pork chops with like an apple compote on top. We had canned cranberries, stuffing, roasted Brussels sprouts and broccoli and onions. And my wife did like this very delicious like carrot recipe where it was basically like a spicy honey finish on top. So it was honey, but then she also did like
called hot honey.
It was that, but she also did it wasn't like spicy. It was just that she did smoked paprika in it when she roasted the carrots, and it was very delicious.
This was my turkey.
Hot damn, baby!
Look at that big boy.
Look at that! Look at that big boy. Yeah, I'm not brave enough to do a turkey yet. I need to get like turkey tips for next year because I would like to do a turkey.
Actually, this was my turkey.
Now
I'll see
baby.
I'll see myself.
Yeah, get me some Hector Guerrero up in here, baby.
That's the greatest character that Vince McMahon ever created. Not the Undertaker, by the way. What
about Kane?
Fuck Kane.
On that note, thank you everybody for listening to this week's episode of Ring Post Radio. I hope this was a good debut of our Tuesday lineup scheduling. I think it was.
I think that was great.
I think it was a good episode.
An hour of TNA. 45 minutes of WWE.
An episode where I'm arguing for Carlos Silva as the promoter of the year.
I think we had a lot of Ring Post Radio moments.
I agree. I do think
if we had a dedicated listener, I have to cut you off one more time. That's how many times I've cut you off on this show, but you just accept it and roll on. If we had a dedicated listener, I'd love someone to put our moments of the year together.
I would love that.
And just like next year, remember them for us.
Yeah.
And we'll go back and cut them.
I would work because I'll work with people. I can get the audio and whatnot and stuff. And you just give me timestamps. I would love that.
That'd be awesome.
One person messaged me about potentially restarting the account on Discord. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Wow. People just want to talk to Ryan Knightsey.
They want my ballot takes. They want my Kane takes. Ooh. Apparently.
That's true though. If you could start a Discord that works, and that's
when we started years ago, it just didn't take off. Didn't work.
Now we're popping though. We're popping. The Ring Post Radio faithful would love it.
Yeah. Well, I guess let us
start it when this show started.
So it's roughly around there. Let us know. Leave a comment if you would be interested in doing a Discord.
Or yell at one of us. That usually works.
And then Scotty and I will be in there and we'll annoy the fuck out of each other probably.
That's what I do once a week.
Basically.
He just is like, I will talk eventually.
Man, can I that's a Ring Post Radio moment for me. Scotty, just let me know when I can respond to your takes.
It's a good soundbite to just play every few episodes. But you wanted me to rant, and I ranted.
Oh, of course, of course, of course. Next week's Ring Post Radio, we'll obviously review Ring of Honor Final Battle, and we'll obviously preview Saturday night's main event, should be WrestleMania, Cena's retirement show, and Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, that sucks.
I know. So we'll see how that goes, and then I guess maybe we'll get more additional news about the TNA stuff. I doubt it, but we'll sort of see what else happens in the world of professional wrestling next week. But those are obviously the two big talking points. Scotty, give us a timeout. He's doing a timeout before I give your plugs and your match of the week.
So I was just seeing if there's any other events next week, and I learned that there's TNA Turning Point this Friday. Holy shit! You need to see this card.
Should you give me the card?
Yes.
The usual thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, ready. Okay, so the 8-man tag is the Rascals versus Jason Hodge, John Scott, Mustafa Ali, and Special Agent Zero, whoever that is.
Yeah, he's some other guy.
That's probably
he's a person.
There's a Bill Collier.
Yes, Bill Collier. He was like an indie prospect that people are like, oh, I like him, and he popped up in AEW Dark for a little bit.
He's 45.
I know. He's
there's a chance that's your batch of the night.
That doesn't shock me, but yeah, sure.
Your TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Title match. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
The Inspiration defending against, and you asked for her earlier, Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford, aka Alicia Fox.
Yeah, I was wondering when Tessa was around, and yeah, that makes sense. They're gonna keep trying until the audience stops. Basically,
it gets better. Street Fight: Matt Cardona versus Mance Warner.
Sure. That's interesting. Like 5 years ago.
Yeah, we talked a lot about. Yeah, they should really be pushing Leon Slater. Put him in these signature spots to succeed.
Yeah,
Leon Slater defends the X Division title against Top Dollar.
I don't know if you saw. I put my fist up. I was hoping for Moose.
No, there's no Moose on here. You must be taking a break from stinking. You got Charlie Dempsey versus Mike Santana, so that's probably your best match of the show.
Yeah.
Steve Macklin versus Channing Lorenzo, who is a NXT wrestler.
Yeah, he's the NXT Heritage. Is that 2 stacks? Channing Lorenzo.
2 stacks.
He's an NXT Heritage Cup holder, I believe.
What a silly question. Is that 2 stacks?
Yo, brother, is that 2 stacks?
Could be 3. I don't know. The Hardys versus.
Oh, is that 9 stacks over there? Bro, yo, look who's coming down the street. It's 27 stacks. What is he doing on this side of the street?
Oh God! You got the Hardys versus Tyreek Igwe and Tyson DuPont. I don't know who they are.
I have no idea. I think they're like
they also wrestle for NXT.
Oh, sure, okay.
Then you have Lei Ying Lee, the
new women's champion,
formerly Xia Li, versus Xia Brookside.
They're tag partners, I thought.
Maybe you know. But you got to hear this TNA World Title match. This is what we do. This is why we're here.
Are we reviewing TNA Turning Point? Is that what you're telling me?
No, Frankie Kazarian. That's next year. We're talking TNA. Yeah. We have a month buffer.
Yeah.
Frankie Kazarian defends the TNA World Heavyweight Championship against JDC, Johnny Curtis, Fan Dong Go. Thank you, everybody, for listening. My match of the week was.
Aren't they both heels?
I don't know.
I think he announced recently that he's retiring.
Oh well, not good enough because he's here.
Before we get
maybe,
like
is this his retirement match?
No. I'm seeing a title from a YouTube video, TNA Wrestling, JDC to retire after TNA Genesis in January.
I could have got behind it being his retirement match. Now I can't.
Me too. Now I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't.
Oh God. Anyways, my match of the week was I don't know. I watched Mascara Dorada versus Commander from
CMLL.
some CMLL show. That was really good. So
All
haven't
right.
watched a single C2 match yet, so I can't talk about it.
Well, that's all good. That's all good. That's all good.
It was
I
good.
watched a couple. I watched half of Dynamite last week. I've been
Okay.
busy watching other nonsense.
Me too.
Like
Oh, I have
like finishing up my year of 2002 TNA, and boy, howdy, is the December of 2002 TNA garbage because Vince Russo's all over the show. Scotty, you were going
yeah,
to
the
give your plugs?
I was just gonna say my plugs. YouTube.com/@Wrestling. Thank you. Goodbye.
My match of the week. I've been watching some WCW, and my match of the week is going to be from Fall Brawl 95, Scotty. The opener of that show was Johnny B. Bad versus Brian Pillman. I went
What happened
4
to
flat on it.
Wow, what happened to Johnny Be Good?
I don't know. That's Mark Marrow. Yeah, it was like a match that went like 15 minutes, and then went to a time limit draw, and it was a number one contenders match, and they just said no, it has to continue, and then they went another 15 minutes, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun match, I thought. So that's my pitch. Fall Brawl, 4 stars. All right, and then plugs. Listen to Ring Post Radio wherever you get podcasts. Subscribe to Ring Post Radio wherever you get podcasts. Leave a rate and review, 5 stars preferably. If you want to do like another Discord thing, let us know. We can be more involved with that and try to bump that up again. I've heard some interest, so maybe if other people are interested, leave a comment. We would appreciate it. Give us your rankings, I guess, for AEW wrestlers as well. The same list that we gave before. Give us your rankings. I think that'd be appreciative. I think that'd be a cool, fun bit as well. Call to action, baby. You can follow us on social media, wherever you get social media, if you dare. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Subscribe to all the shows on Ring Post Radio. I think I might have a primer for the 2026 season of the ballot next week, talking about like all the new people and going over like a little bit of like, hey, who these people are. We'll talk more about them in depth later. And sort of like setting up 2026 season of the ballot. So stay tuned for that next week. Yeah, until then, we'll be back next Tuesday, same time, same place. Until then, goodbye, everybody.